dedicated to my Father God and Jesus, Christ God's country.
Hello, everybody. It's Josh King, aka Josh4ever, holding the hand of his beautiful bride to be, Maisie Williams, aka Margaret Constant Williams, aka I Stop from Game of Thrones, my fiance. We're gonna be singing a song originally by Blake Shelton. Name of it is God's Country. We're using Party Time Karaoke channel on YouTube. You capitalize all them letters, but only difference is time is spelled with a Y instead of an I. You spell it T-Y-M-E. Party Time Karaoke channel. All 4 words, you space them, and you got their channel. Subscribe for free. Here we go. God's Country, originally by Blake Shelton. By me, Josh4ever, aka Josh King. Love you, Father Yahweh and Jesus Christ in the heavens. This is for y'all and the world. It's for everyone. Especially for my Father Yahweh, God in heaven. And my beautiful brother Jesus Christ. Right outside of this one church town, there's a gold dirt road to a whole lot of nothing. Got a deed to the land, but it ain't my ground. This is God's country. We pray for rain and thank Him when it's falling, 'cause it brings a grain and a little bit of money. We put it back in the plate, and I guess that's why they call it God's country. I saw the light in a sunrise, sitting back in a 40 on the muddy riverside, getting baptized in holy water and shine with the dogs running. Saved by the sound of the being found. Dixie whistle in the wind, that'll get you heaven bound. The devil went down to Georgia, but he didn't stick around. This is God's country. We turn the dirt and work until the week's done. We take a break and break bread on Sunday. Then do it all again, 'cause we're proud to be from God's country. I saw the light in a sunrise, sitting back in a 40 on the mother riverside, getting baptized in holy water and shine with the dogs running. Saved by the sound of the being found. Dixie whistle in the wind, that'll get you heaven bound. The devil went down to Georgia, but he didn't stick around. This is God's country. I don't care what my headstone reads or what kind of pine wood box I end up in. When it's my time, let me 6 feet deep in God's country. I saw the light in a sunrise, sitting back in a 40 on the muddy riverside, getting baptized in holy water and shine with the dogs running. Saved by the sound of the being found. Dixie whistle in the wind, that'll get you heaven bound. The devil went down to Georgia, but he didn't stick around. This is God's country. Yeah, I saw the light in a sunrise, sitting back in a 40 on the muddy riverside, getting baptized in holy water and shine with the dogs running. Saved by the sound of the being found. Dixie whistle in the wind, that'll get you heaven bound. The devil went down to Georgia, but he didn't stick around. This is God's country.
Garden right next to the camp. At the time of recording this, you can watch it in the cinema, but I'm not sure where it's going after this. Coming up in this episode, we're going to be talking about Jonathan Glazer's visual storytelling and the cinematography style that he likes to use in all of his movies. We're going to talk about the narrative structure and how they juxtapose this with the themes of the movie. And we're also going to touch on the audience reception and the controversy around
break his body. You can strip him of everything. You can strip him of everything, but a true king's soul cannot be killed because it was never built by the world. It was born from the fire. You can bury him, beat him, betray him, break every bone, take everything he loves, turn his name into dust. But a king's soul does not die because his strength was never built on comfort. It was forged in chaos. He was not raised to break. He was born to outlast. While the world tried to destroy him, he was sharpening the one thing they could never reach, his will. See, they thought they ended him when they left him with nothing, when they turned their backs, when they watched him fall and said, "He's done." But they forgot one thing. You can't kill a man whose soul was never created by their approval. His soul wasn't born in applause. It was born in absence, in silence, in nights where the only voice left was his own. And even that voice was whispering, "Don't stop." Every time the world gave up on him, he didn't die. He mutated. He became harder, sharper, colder, more focused. That's the curse and the gift of being born with a king's soul. They thought the crown was gold. They thought power was status. But he knew the truth. The crown is invisible, and it sits only on those who survive the fire. You can strip a king of his riches. You can chain his hands. You can leave him for dead. But if his soul is royal, you've only made a stronger enemy. Because every time he gets knocked down, he learns to rise with less mercy. They tried everything, cut him out, lied to him, used him, watched him drown, and laughed. But he didn't drown. He learned to breathe underwater. You can't kill a king's soul because he's already died. In ways the world will never understand. He's been buried alive in betrayal, crushed under the weight of failure, left in the ruins of everything he built with love. But still, he rises. You can't kill him because he no longer needs the world to live. He built his fire in isolation.
A song originally by Blake Shelton. Name of it is God's Country. We're using Party Time Karaoke channel on YouTube. You capitalize all them letters, but only difference is time is spelled with a Y instead of an I. You spell it T-Y-M-E. This one touchdown, there's a gold dirt road to a whole lot of nothing. Got a deed to the land, but it ain't my ground. This is God's country. We pray for rain and thank him when it's falling, cause
God, but hold it firmly, knowing he is faithful and will fulfill his promises. The Lord's Prayer found in Matthew 6:9-13 and Luke 11:2-4. Our Father in heaven, hallowed be your name. Your kingdom come, your will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us today our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we also have forgiven our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from the evil one. In Jesus Christ's name, amen.
Love wins. I love you, Buttercup. Maisie Williams. And I will always love you, Buttercup. Maisie Williams, you my everything.
This show is important to understand what we know as Miss Dior today. My name is Maisie Williams, and I play Catherine Dior, the muse and little sister of Christian Dior, known today for inspiring Miss Dior perfume. But what many people don't know is that Catherine was also a war hero and a concentration camp survivor. I came to this show being a huge fan of Dior as a fashion house. They had a lot to tell me about Catherine and Dior's family. It is such an incredible story. She joined the French Resistance and severs almost every part of herself in order for others to live. After the war, she has to repair pieces of herself. She wanted to create something beautiful out of the despair. Catherine really represented a lot of compassion and care and love to Christian.
I made something.
Perfume. She helped him create this empire through some of the most painful moments in history.
My inspiration.
Her story is not necessarily one of beauty, but one of resilience and survival.
I am honored to meet you, Miss Dior.
To find the human, relatable story was very important and a huge justice to these people. We get to highlight that in this show. So do everything you can. Share this film, support Indigenous-led reforestation, and speak up for the Amazon. Change starts with connection, and tonight, you being here is the start of that journey. So thank you all so much for being here, and together, we can all be guardians.
Why should people care about the Amazon?
Why should people care that we have functioning ecosystems? I would just tell them to cover their mouth and nose for a few minutes and then see how quickly they care about air. We get our produce and meat and food from a grocery store where it's been brought to us. We don't have to go out into nature. We have this huge problem where humans are more concerned with technology and whether or not we're living in a simulation. They're forgetting the basic facts of how this game works. And when you're in the Amazon, you can see those basic facts, the gears of the game really clearly. And each large tree in the Amazon is actually producing water, is pumping water up out of the ground into the air every single day. And so that's why we need to protect this forest. It goes down to the fact that we've lost about 17 to 20% of the Amazon rainforest to date, and people warn that if we keep losing that much of the Amazon, we could break that moisture cycle to the point where the Amazon cannot replenish itself. And then you're going to see this rapid drying effect where the Amazon is going to change from a rainforest to something else. And then global weather patterns are going to change. Rain patterns are going to change. It's going to throw off farming in all different areas. What that becomes is political instability, inability of people to know what's going to happen next. Again, we've depended on the regularity of the seasons of rains to come for our crops. If all of this gets thrown off, it massively affects industry. And there's a beautiful Carl Sagan quote that says that if you can't breathe the air and drink the water, then nothing else you're interested in is going to happen.
Why should people care about the Amazon?
Why should people care that we have functioning
Hi, I'm Maisie Williams, and I'm so excited to share that I am now a WWF Global Ambassador. Our love of nature unites us. Like me, I'm sure every one of you has been inspired, absorbed, and amazed by the natural world. We've watched it grow, we've witnessed its amazing power to regenerate, we've marveled at its ability to thrive in almost every place on Earth. But nature is also so much more. It's our life support system, our home. We need it now more than ever before, but it needs our help. That's why I want us to come together to call for the restoration of our planet. So join me. Join the fight for our world.
I got involved with the Matthew Project.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day, the dark sacred night. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies crying. I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Oh yeah. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day, the dark sacred night. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies crying. I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful
hang on a minute. Let me just rewind. I was not expecting this to be based on something which I already had a really big knowledge on.
Oh,
Did
really?
you?
Yeah.
I didn't know anything.
No, neither.
Oh.
I didn't know that it was based on something real. I thought that it was just a fictional story.
And do you know now?
Well, sort of. Like, I read a little bit, but I don't know much about the real story. I haven't done a huge dig on it.
No, that's good.
I knew that it was based on truth, but this was the first time I was finding out what, like, the story.
Wow. Okay. I went down a rabbit hole with this story. And now that I'm like piecing things back together, I'm like, did they release or push a lot of these videos of the real life couple who this is loosely based on? It's not a biopic.
Mm-hmm. So actually, maybe I don't know this full thing. So was the actress, is the acting part true? Like Natalie Portman's character, is that part true?
Well, I couldn't find out the information for that, but there was this really funny looking TV movie which was made about Mary Kay Letourneau and Vili Falau, which the story is based on, called All American Girl.
Right.
So choosing to explore it through the eyes of an actor could be based on the fact that someone did make a movie about them way back. But we don't know if this is something that actually happened with the real woman, like having an actor come into her home.
I couldn't find that out. I don't think it is true. So, shall I tell you the full thing about? Okay. So, Mary Kay Letourneau and Vili Falau, same age difference. So I think he was 12 or 13 and she was 35 or 36 when they first had sex. But how they met is different. So in this story, Joe and Gracie meet because they both work in a pet store. But Mary Kay Letourneau and Vili Falau met because she was his teacher. Their relationship started after she was his teacher. But who cares? But that's how the relationship started. And the reason why I knew this story, and it dawned on me when I was watching it, is because there was loads of TikTok videos, probably like 6 months ago, and they've got like a few interviews where they speak to each other because they ended up getting married in the end, like same thing as this story. And it's them speaking and being interviewed. And then it just dawned on me, I was watching, I was like, this sounds like that case. And it is. Yeah.
It's mad, isn't it?
And she's just as away with the fairies, really, as...
But how does that happen? And she went to prison.
She did go to prison.
Right, yeah, but they still stayed together.
Yeah.
Do you know how long she was in prison for?
I can't remember. I think she came out of prison. She got pregnant. She came out of prison and they had an order on her that she wasn't allowed to see Vili Falau. And she got pregnant with him again during that time. And then I think she went back to prison. And then they...
he was of age.
Yeah.
And then they got married.
And then they got married, yeah.
That's mad that she got out twice. Or, yeah. Whoa. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's mad.
I really recommend digging out this one interview in particular with an Australian journalist, where the power dynamic is like electric, and that's why it's so memorable. The way that she speaks to Vili, like the real couple, the way she speaks to him is very, there's a power dynamic there, which is really uncomfortable to watch.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Oh, God.
So this story, May December now, is based on that. However, I've not really seen Todd Haynes say anything about that connection, and maybe I haven't like dug enough. So it's not like it hasn't been.
Maybe that's a legal thing.
Oh, interesting.
Ah,
yeah,
yeah.
Because I had also, in everything that I've seen, like there's been that link, and that it is kind of based on that. But yeah, that's interesting that it hasn't been spoken about directly.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'd say that's probably a legal thing. Just from the very limited knowledge I have of like what we do. Yeah, I think if there's gonna be like a defamation, like, you know, whatever, then.
And maybe by not acknowledging it, it gives him more creative license to just
Tell whatever
for it
story
to be
because
whatever
it's
which
exactly.
is, I'm assuming, is what it's ultimately become, because it's not tied to anything.
Yeah,
he's just kind of like become this.
But choosing to tell this story through the eyes of an actor coming in to play her as a character, like really, really amazing. And that was the part that I think, in recommending it to you, I just thought that you would love, because it's just like such a fun part of what we do, that part of filmmaking, and you get to really see into that in this film. And once again, we're referencing Inception. The last 3 episodes. Have we? Am I going mad?
Yeah, we have.
No, we have.
Yeah. Crazy.
This broadcast is brought to you by Rap.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Frank Film Club, where today we're going to be speaking about The Zone of Interest, which was written and directed by Jonathan Glazer, and it is based on a novel by the same name by Martin Amis. It is starring Christian Friedel and Sandra Hüller, and it is about the commandant of Auschwitz, Rudolf Höss, and his wife Hedwig, and it follows them as they strive to build a dream life for their family in a house and garden right next to the camp. At the time of recording this, you can watch it in the cinema, but I'm not sure where it's going after this. Coming up in this episode, we're going to be talking about Jonathan Glazer's visual storytelling and the cinematography style that he likes to use in all of his movies. We're going to talk about the narrative structure and how they juxtapose this with the themes of the movie. And we're also going to touch on the audience reception and the controversy around this movie. But before we dive into this, let's have a catch up. What if Okay, so great to unpack with you both. What are your final thoughts?
I really think that Jonathan Glazer has done such an amazing job at making, well, all 3 of us here, but I'm sure a lot of people take away something which will stick in people's brains from a film. It's really hard to do that, and I think the techniques that he's used, if we're going to speak about it like that, have really helped that. But there's just something in his filmmaking anyway that is very memorable, and I'm just glad that he's applied it to something so important. So yeah, I just feel awful and I did when I watched it, and I feel awful talking about it now. And but I'm glad that we did chat about it because it's important.
Yeah, agree. I'm so glad that we've spoken about it, because it's not an easy chat. It's so easy. It's way easier to chat about a film that's fun to talk about. And I think, yeah. So I'm really, really glad that we've spoken about this, as horrible as it has been. But yeah, an amazing film for like the most horrible reasons. Yeah.
If you've been affected by any of the topics that we have discussed in this episode and you would like to donate to organisations who are doing great work all around the world at the moment, then we can recommend donating to Save the Children, Doctors Without Borders, and War Child.
Thank you so much for joining us for this week's episode of Frank Film Club. Next week, we're going to be talking about The Holdovers, which was directed by Alexander Payne, and you can watch it, rent or buy it on Amazon or on Apple TV or wherever you rent or buy your films. So go and watch, get a cup of hot chocolate or bowl of soup, and then join us back here next week.
This podcast was presented by Wrapped.
who did you love? What did you love character-wise? Like, yeah.
Mark. Wee. That does feel like a theatre game. The whole like first 10 minutes of this film when Emma is being like a adult baby, does feel like a big theatre game, improvisation game. I thought that her performance was really, really wicked. At the beginning, I was like really struggling to get on board, and I'm a huge fan of Emma's work, and I always have been, and there's every single thing she's done I've really loved. And then when I sat down to watch it, and I was like, oh my God, do I not love it? You know, I was like panicking a little bit that I wasn't going to love it. But it's just something you kind of have to break through. Like, it is just a quirk of the film, and like you have to just get on board with it. And I felt as soon as I mean, it passed after only a couple of minutes. And then I just, found her so entertaining. And I mean, all of the characters, actually. I thought Mark Ruffalo's accent was questionable, but
I thought it was so, I as soon as he started talking, I was like, oh, no. And then I was like, oh my God, I love it.
Yeah. Because he is kind of, I don't know, sleazy and a bit of a caricature anyways. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I struggled with it, but tell me.
I was really intrigued why the whole lead cast was American and not British, when this is like a very heightened version of, like, Willem Dafoe is Scottish.
Yeah.
Emma Stone is from London. Mark Ruffalo is this British accent.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that the actors were. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Basically, I know one of the casting associates, and I asked her, was there like a reason why all of the actors were American? Is it because Yorgos Lanthimos is trying to do this like thing about Britain being like this heightened version of like people pretending to be British? And but anyway, she didn't reply. But what I was going to say was, I also felt the same way about Emma Stone, but even from the trailer, I was like, oh, I don't know, because I'm not really into older actors playing. I think it's so easy to get wrong. Older actors playing like very young or, you know, that kind of demeanor. But it wasn't until I completely got swept away with the performance. It wasn't until, though, I saw Margaret Qualley trying to do a very similar character towards the end that I was like, Emma Stone is incredible what she's done with that performance, because Margaret Qualley's amazing. But if we had watched a whole film of Margaret Qualley trying to be this young brained woman, it would have been so awkward and uncomfortable, even though she's great.
Well, I'm going to give you a bit of a background about how the film came about. So Yorgos read the book at like around 2011, or like a bit before that. Then he met the author Alistair in 2011, and then Alistair was like, "Yeah, I like you. I'd be happy for you to have the rights to the book." And then at that point, Yorgos hadn't made an English language film yet. He'd just made Alps, which was his film after Dogtooth.
Wow.
I believe. Then he was working with Element Pictures, who was Ed Guinea and Andrew Lowe, and they had, so this is like jumped to 2016. They had like joined up with Yorgos to start work on The Favourite. And that was like going to be their first film that they were going to do together, but because it took so long to develop, and it's like quite it needed a big budget. In the meantime, Yorgos pitched The Lobster, and then they made that. And then The Favourite still didn't take off because of schedule. I think like Olivia Colman and Emma Stone were like, it didn't work out scheduling wise. So then he pitched Killing of a Sacred Deer, and they made that in the meantime. And then they finally got to The Favourite. That obviously did amazing. And then because that did so well, he was able to get the bigger budget and then make Poor Things. And then Poor Things was kind of like always in the background throughout all of all of those other films, which I think is really cool. That like, I bet that happens quite often, that people like a filmmaker will have that aim and do all these other things, which will eventually make that massive thing happen.
That's so cool and kind of funny, because I was like, this film feels like it's really switching it up for him, but actually this is like a movie that he's wanted to make for so long. So, but cool that it's made finally, and nice that it kind of took this long, because he got the budget and he spent it well, and it does look really wicked. And maybe it would have been kind of a different vibe if he had made it earlier in his career.
Well, maybe that's also why everything feels so together, even though everything's so fantastical. Because for me, obviously, as you know, I find it quite hard to be sucked into a world that is quite fantastical and not really easily placed. I like to really understand who things are and where things come from. But this maybe feels different for me because it was so well developed. Maybe he had such a long time to think about all these different elements and all the detail in them that it needed all of that time. What was the budget?
Can I get some guesses?
Ooh. Oh, God.
25?
60.
35 million. Yeah. And I've also did a bit of research on his previous films' budgets as well. Because I was like, I just wanted to see how he had leveled up every time. Can we do some guesses on The Favourite?
25.
20.
15.
Wow.
So he really did level up there. And I couldn't find Killing of a Sacred Deer, but The Lobster was 4 million.
Wow.
And then Dogtooth was 250,000 euro.
Cool.
Wow.
Love it.
So he's really has like leveled up, which I think is really cool. And I think that he has done it, like not only has he leveled up in budget, like you say, he makes the most of the budget that he has.
Yeah.
It's just an incredible storyteller.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Frank Film Club. We've had a really long break and we're so excited to be back in the hot seats, speaking about some excellent films this series, so buckle in. First up, we've got the Barbie movie, which this episode is brought to you by Popcorn, one of my favourite movie snacks. You might actually remember last year when all the Barbie frenzy was going on, that Popcorn released a Barbie pack of pink sweet popcorn.
So good.
Love that.
Love that for them.
Delicious.
Are you girls sweet or salty?
I'm such a mixture. I love a bit of both.
Well, you're sweet and salty.
I'm sweet and salty.
I like salty. I love salty popcorn. And I love popcorn, salty popcorn too, because it's like quite clean, you know?
What about you?
So I've always been a sweet gal, but I like sweet and salty at the moment.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Although I do have to say the cinnamon flavoured popcorn one is delicious, which is a sweet one, but that was just like a whole out there thing I've never tried before.
And how exciting that we have our first episode in collaboration with Popcorn. Like,
very fitting.
What a perfect movie snack. Like, this is ideal. We are so excited to be bringing you this episode in collaboration with Popcorn. And if you don't know, Proper are the proud makers of what else, girls?
Delicious.
Truly. So why don't you sit back, crack open a bag of popcorn and watch us chat all things Barbie.
Hi, everyone. We are back. I can't believe it. It's been so long, and we'll explain a little bit about why it's been so long. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious, strikes and everything. Yeah. But we're so glad to be back. Frank Film Club. We've got a new little recording space and a lot of films to get through. We're going to be talking about a lot of the blockbusters that we missed last year and some of the ones that are coming out this year for award season that is kind of going on around this time, or has just passed. We're recording a little bit behind. But first of all, I want to catch up everybody on like where we've been and what we've been up to. So yeah, what have we been doing?
It's been such a crazy year. We've been working on a bunch of really exciting things at Wrapped, our production company, which I'll let you spill on a little later. But yeah, I mean, there was a huge strike, actor strike, writer strike, and then actor strike. And so a lot of my work kind of was put on hold for a long time, and especially the podcast. And so really, I spent time moving into my house and walking my dog and watching movies, really. That's kind of all I've been up to. And falling in love, obviously. You guys know I fall in love all the time. Lots of lovely people that I've fallen in love with.
So that's been our story time rather than talking about films.
Yeah, story time has really just been like who I've been falling in love with each week rather than catching up on what movies we've been watching. But yeah, it's been amazing. It's been a good year. What
And
else?
you've had a whole TV show?
So since the strike ended, my TV show that I shot in 2022 called The New Look, it's on Apple TV Plus, and I'm really glad that we got to release it after the strike so as I can post about it, talk about it, and get more people to watch it. So yeah, I'm really proud of this one. So watch it, and I'm watching you.
We're currently closing finance on our first feature film, which we'll be shooting this year, which is really, really exciting and has been a long time coming, it feels like now. Yeah, but it's been great. Just glad to be back.
Yeah.
But what have you been up to, Han?
You've been busy, Han.
I've been busy growing a human inside my actual body.
That's crazy.
Birthing said human and then raising the human.
Wow.
That's a lot. And it's been amazing. And also just working out what I'm like as a human now with a baby to look after, and like how work fits into that. But it's been really lovely, and I've had a great time with Daisy. Her name is Daisy Love, and my partner Warren. We've had a really nice time, but work is still like busy and ticking over, and we're going to have a busy year as well. So I feel like this year now is going to be a lot of things that we've had cooking over the last few years are coming to fruition, because I've had stuff in development for years as well.
And
it seems to be coming through. So yay.
It's all happening.
Yeah, it really does feel like that. It feels like, I don't know, COVID, the strikes, like everything's been kind of up in the air for a long time. And it is a really exciting time. Feels like things really are coming to a head. Yeah. So that's cool.
Hope so.
We all deserve it.
Yeah, definitely. And I know like a lot of people in the industry have dropped out around this time. Or some people have had to struggle through and find other work. And I think we're really lucky that we're still doing what we like and we've made it through. Well, alongside all of that, we're going to be obviously back with the podcast talking about films. And obviously, we couldn't start on any other film than the major blockbuster that was Barbie that came out last year.
Right before the strike. Well, right before the actors' strike started. Yeah.
I think the premiere was like the day of.
Well, wasn't there some sort of conspiracy that they had waited until Barbenheimer
had done their premieres at least? So they had done a couple of press days. I heard that rumour too.
Well, it worked for them because, I mean, this film, Barbie, has taken like 1.5 billion. Billion at this point.
Wow.
So, it worked for them. Well done them, but boo for everybody else who wanted to promote a film. Okay. So Barbie came out in 2023, 21st of July 2023, and was directed by Greta Gerwig, starring Margot Robbie, Ryan Gosling, Kate McKinnon, Issa Rae, Simu Liu, Kingsley Ben-Adir, and Ncuti Gatwa, plus a load of other cameos and amazing actors.
John Cena, for example.
Well, precisely. Dua Lipa.
Dua Lipa.
Indeed.
Dula Peep.
That's the one. Yeah.
Don't worry.
So, first thoughts.
I thought that this was a really fun film. It was like great fun. I've watched it a few times. We'll get into the details of my thoughts. But the first time we went and watched, we all watched this together.
Yeah.
When on that day, the day that it came out, when it was, what was it, like the 21st of July. God, that's weird that stuck with us. But we went to go see it. It was like really good fun. Everyone was dressed up. It was great fun, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So that's how I would describe this film, as great fun.
Truly, yeah. I mean, I felt like the first time I watched this film with you all, I like cackled laughing and then also sobbed crying. Like, couldn't stop crying at the end of the film. I was crying on. I mean, I had also had a half a bottle of wine, and it's nothing to do with that. It's purely to do with the film. But I sobbed into your chest. I actually remember, and just really an amazing, really an amazing film. Have since had more critical thoughts about it. But the point is that a movie like this so often flops so hard and is just like so disappointing. And after the amount of build up that it had, the fact that it was entertaining, fun, made me laugh, made me cry, I was like, this is all we ask for. Like, this is all we're asking for from a cinema experience. And I think that feels like a rare thing sometimes. I don't know, in some of these blockbusters, and so just rate it still now for that reason, but we can get into like the details.
Completely rate it. And actually, when I see critical conversations around it, and definitely there's some points about it that I think maybe didn't need to be in there for me personally, but when I see somebody completely flat out trash the film, I'm like, absolutely
no, we're not doing that.
It's well structured, it's got great references in there. I think it's for everyone. I know kids, and they've been to see it, and they love it. Yeah. And then Warren, who was really excited about Oppenheimer, said that he preferred Barbie.
There we go.
And he's like a man, you know? So, I mean, like, not that that's... But he would never think that he would be interested in a Barbie film. So I think it dances that line of adult-child film perfectly.
Yeah.
But it has a message, and it doesn't ram it down your throat too much. I was going to ask you if you have any, let's start with personal connections to Barbie. Like, did you have any expectations of what you thought Barbie was going to be? Did you play with Barbies when you were younger?
I was never bought Barbies, but I was looked after by my auntie who was a childminder, and she had a big box of Barbies. And I think what I was most excited about when I saw the posters was like Kate McKinnon's Barbie being like all messed up with crazy hair and like paint on her face, because that was my favorite thing to do with the Barbies, and like put them in the Barbie dream car and like race them across the pavement as fast as they can go, so as they fly out and land in a bush. And I thought like, oh wow, they're really going there. And I love that it was set in that like false world, you know, like in the Barbie dream world. Because like it was really hard to know what this film was going to be about, really, like as a biopic of this woman. But the fact that it was set there in this imaginary world where all of these Barbies were behaving the way that we used to like operate them, you know, I kind of love that. But yeah, I mean, there have been many Barbies that are unsafe and probably in the bin because of my actions. And I'll do it again because it was great fun.
What about you? Did you?
Yeah, I think I had a Barbie, but I think I cut her hair because my mum's a hairdresser. So we were always like, she has like hairdressing scissors. I actually gave my Barbie an excellent no, it was definitely not good, but that was always good fun to do the Barbie haircutting. But then I think I always actually had like I remember Polly Pockets more than playing with Barbie. But
I never played with Barbies when I was young. I was not I liked like, I don't know, sticks and
sticks and mud,
worms, etc. So, viewing experience. We went to see it in the cinema. We were obviously there for the opening night, and then we were fully swept up. We were not wearing pink, was I?
None of us wore pink, and we looked like
we had been to see Oppenheimer before.
Yeah, but we also weren't wearing black.
I probably was wearing black.
Oh, that's true. That's true. That's your thing.
Just to briefly touch on that whole thing, are you like, do you think that it worked to go and see Oppenheimer and Barbie on the same day? Like, how did you feel after that day?
No, it was hell, in my opinion.
No, I was really happy after we came out of Barbie. When we came out of Oppenheimer, I was knackered.
Yeah.
And was so excited to go see Barbie. So I think it probably ruined Oppenheimer more for me because I was just like, I don't want to be watching that at lunchtime.
Yeah.
I want to go have fun now. So I don't know. But I was glad that we got involved with the the hype of it all.
Totally.
Just to say that we did it, it was more of that, wasn't it? I think Oppenheimer's like a Friday night, go to the cinema rather than going out and having a drink or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's a strange thing to go and see in the middle of the day.
Yeah, it was. That was a weird idea.
Yeah. Anyway, we did it.
Who came up with that idea?
And the thing is as well, we're speaking about the strikes, we went to see it, just so everybody knows, we went to see it and do Barbenheimer because we were going to be recording episodes. We did social media content, which is now going to be in the bin because obviously well out of date, guys.
Yeah, I mean,
so, you know.
Let us know. Email us if you want to see our out of date Barbie content.
Very out. I was severely pregnant as well. So
yeah, we couldn't really get away with that being like now.
Yeah, we were doing it as part of the podcast, but then we couldn't release anything. So anyway, it was a great day. So the story, you were saying obviously that you weren't sure what this was going to be about. Obviously, I think everybody was sort of guessing how are they going to make a story out of a plastic doll. What do you think about the message and what the film is trying to achieve with what it's saying?
Gotta say, I'm still perplexed. I went to watch it again, and I think after the movie, I went to you both, and I was like, "Yeah, still got some questions around the plot." And you both were like, "What?" Like, that was like the most straightforward film ever, which it was, and it sounded like hilarious when I said it. Then, having had half a bottle of wine and cried in your chest, I just got some questions about the plot. But when I went to watch it again, I really tried to go in like way more objectively. Tried to be like, okay, what if I didn't love this film? And I was like sitting there with my arms crossed, like, okay, I'm going to really try and find like critical things about this film. Honestly, I still loved it. I still cried. I still laughed. And it was like spectacular. But the one thing I will say was that like the setup with Kate McKinnon, what is it? What's she called? Fucked up
Weird
Barbie? Weird Barbie.
I don't think it's PG-13.
Yeah. Well, with Weird Barbie. And she's like, your girl who plays with you is like miserable. And so that's why you've got flat feet now. And so you need to go to the real world, take the Birkenstocks, head to the real world, make her happy again. And then Barbie world will go back to the way it was. Is that what she said? I feel like that's what she said.
Yeah, basically.
She gets there, realizes it's not Sasha, it's her mum, Gloria. Gloria is sad still. Gloria comes with her back to Barbie Land. The men have taken over. They are having the time of their lives. Please do stop me if I'm missing anything. No. They're having the time of their lives. The Barbies are miserable.
Well, they're not miserable. They're actually having quite a lot of fun.
You're right. The Barbies are kind of loving the patriarchy. Yeah. They're like, patriarchy is kind of... And I've had thoughts like that before in my time. Not as frequently as I've had thoughts that contradict that. But, and then they all trick the Kens, vote themselves back into power, rule Barbie Land again. Ken doesn't know what to do with himself. At the end of all this, was Gloria happy?
I guess
I'm confused.
I know what you mean, yeah. But also, I feel like I just didn't really think about it that much. Like, in terms of like how, yeah.
I haven't thought about what the like call to action is until you've just done that whole play-by-play of the whole entire plot.
You're welcome.
What I'm thinking of when I'm saying, what do you think the message? I'm thinking of just the patriarchy stuff and her finding her self.
Yeah. And so there was two stories running in tandem, and I'm really glad because, as you say, this is a film for men as much as it is for women, and the fact that Ken had such a strong storyline was a critical take that a lot of people had on this film, but I don't think that that is a critical take. But I think that that is more important of like as the main story than the whole setup was. And I just think that if I had to have a critical thing to say about this film, it's that it took us down a path and then it switched courses and it brought us back again, and it was very fun. I think that when Gloria's giving her like feminism speech, her third wave feminism speech, I was like, who is this about again? I'm confused. This is too much.
I get what you're saying. Yeah. Definitely. I think my brain has just gone, it doesn't matter. Really remembered that part of the plot, but it is an important part of the plot, obviously, because that speech that she gives, America Ferrera, is like very important, integral part of the film.
During Gloria's speech, I mean, I have to say I was sobbing. And then, like, in retrospect, the thing is, like, when I think about it critically, I'm like, do we really need another speech like that in a movie? And, like, was it super important? But, like, hearing those words for real in the film, it really does hit me in my soul. Yeah, and I thought it was really, really beautiful. I thought it was, like, predictable, but still love it.
Yeah, I think that's the point. Like, for me, when I was watching it, I think the first couple of lines that she delivered, I was like, okay, we knew that this was going to be a part of it. But the more that it went on, I think everything was really resonating with me. And even though we've had these conversations, even amongst ourselves, like, we've had these conversations before, maybe we've heard this kind of speech before, like, heard this sort of rhetoric before. There's something about her performance, but also the way that it was, like, structured.
Yeah. You know, that's so funny what you just said then. I saw that apparently Greta Gerwig, when they're on set, she closes her eyes often and just listen to the rhythm of how the lines have been delivered. And it's just made me think that was probably a big one that she did it on. Because I think, I agree, at first I was a bit like, okay, like, basically know what this whole speech is saying from the first line. But I did stay with it, and maybe it was because of that kind of, like, rhythm of it. And it did, like, it just worked in the end, despite me, everybody know, like, yeah, we know what you're saying straight away.
Yeah.
But it still worked.
Her delivery of it was, like...
Yeah, incredible.
Incredible.
She really spells it out. And like we were saying before, like, this is a film that has resonated with men as well as women. And I'm sure men also have heard those speeches before as well. But I think that, like you say, like, maybe some people haven't, or it's just good to say it again. And, you know?
I definitely heard... a man go, yeah, but, like, that's the same for guys too. So then I was like, maybe this hasn't hit in the way that it needed to. Women need to be this, and they need to be this. And I do think that's true for men. There is, like, pressures on men as well. Like, you know, societal pressures on men. But the point is that it's... Just
this one's about us.
Make your own movie then, and talk about your feelings. Yeah, in it.
My Greta Gerwig said, my Greta, she said, my hope for the movie is that it's an invitation for everybody to be part of a party and let go of the things that aren't serving us either as women or as men.
Yeah.
And it was a party. I think she's really nailed that whole sentence there. The whole film is quite a party.
It is.
Love that.
And find me under the lights. La 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 la.
For me, my only critical thought about this whole film, when we were watching it, and I've watched it a couple of times since as well, is I didn't like the last bit where they really try and drill in the message, where she's walking with the... Is it meant to be the creator of Barbie?
Yeah.
I thought that part was a little bit too ramming down the throat, and I don't think the film needed it. Like, the message was clear.
Yeah,
we didn't need that for me.
Yeah, I also I didn't love that part. I read something that Greta Gerwig was like, that absolute, for me to do this that absolutely has to be in it, or the creator has to be. I don't know if it was like in that way.
Wait, are you talking about the bit where she goes, now close your eyes and feel? I love that bit. And every time I watch the film, it makes me so...
Oh, is that the part that makes you cry?
Oh. It does, because I don't know, I feel like I've had such a turbulent relationship with my femininity. And I don't know what it is about that moment and all these parts of, like, womanhood, girlhood, motherhood, that you see, and it's just like I feel like I feel so much resent over loads of these things at different points in my life. Like, when am I going to have a kid? And am I in a serious enough relationship? And am I going to have all these like things that I feel like, and then, and also that make excellent movies, like turbulent relationships between mothers and daughters. And, I feel like we're constantly seeing the struggle of womanhood, and like, love those films, want to be cast in them, great performances, like would love to do that. But it's just like when you have like a really vulnerable moment, just watching your life flash before your eyes in the most, and Billie Eilish is all like,
oh yeah.
It just really gets me somewhere in my core that I don't really like acknowledge that often. So it really like melted my...
And do you think that if that part wasn't in there, that you wouldn't have come away from the cinema or from the viewing to have the same feelings unravel later?
Would have had the same feelings unravel, but I think it's just like in the orchestration of the building of the movie and then getting to that point, and then this heart song, this Billie Eilish song that we've been drip fed throughout, and then it really finally comes through and you see all of these like beautiful memories and thoughts. It like really worked on me. Like it just, like when you listen to a song and it builds and it builds and it builds and then it finally breaks, like that is, I just feel like the rhythm, like at that very moment, I could have just gone, this is a great movie, or I could have gone and cried into your chest for 5 minutes.
See?
Yeah.
That's why I wasn't crying with you.
No, you were like, oh.
Okay. Yeah, I get what you're saying, definitely.
But everyone's different.
Yeah.
I feel like on the point about Ken and his storyline, I completely think that Ryan Gosling stole the show, and I think he was absolutely amazing. And I am a little bit like, oh, that is like a slight shame that I honestly preferred all the Ken bits to the Barbie bits. Yeah, no, I think I did. Like every time he's on screen, I'm like laughing like mad and just like having the best time. And like sometimes I wasn't that when it was Barbie with Margot Robbie, which I'm like, oh, that's so annoying. Like, why can't she be hilarious? Why can't the lead be hilarious here? And I do feel like slightly frustrated by that, but I still love the film. But I just like hate that I prefer Ken.
The way I like to spin this though, is that if Ryan Gosling is going to get his first ever leading actor Oscar amongst all of these other male performances in movies in the last year, and he gets it for playing Ken in Barbie, which is a role that a million people would have passed on, being like, I'm not being second to Barbie. Like, I think that in the context of the Barbie movie, the fact that he's the favorite thing about it is like, oh, like, isn't this supposed to be for women about women? Like, but if you look at it in the grand scheme of like the world and like all of the other performances in the movies that, men were in this year, I think that that's like the little bit that makes me really happy. Like, but if he did win, that's the thing that I think is like the coolest. Yeah. Is like all of these guys like having like, I don't know, just like the things that people do to get into character, like, and the months and months of prep that male actors just like can't stop talking about. And then you have like Ryan Gosling, who obviously worked just as hard, but on a role that's like this childlike boy who doesn't understand the world. I think that there's something beautiful about that.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of hyper masculinity around the types of role that like men want to do, and this one he's like taking the mick out of himself and also manhood.
Yeah, and he then goes and takes the Oscar. I'm like, that's cool to me. Yeah, that's exciting.
So again, this Maid has been a really long road. It's had lots of different iterations with different actors attached. So Mattel decided they wanted to start making movies about their toys and their products. And in 2009, they signed a deal with Universal Pictures. So at that point, one of the writers from Sex and the City was writing it. Then the writer of Juno came in to write it. This is the Barbie film now. Amy Schumer was attached to play Barbie.
Heard that.
Wasn't it with her production company at that point? Yeah.
Great. Well, that's really interesting.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
So she was attached, and it was like a fish out of water story about Amy Schumer as Barbie getting kicked out of Barbie Land for not living up to the standard in some way. That got canned for whatever reason. Then Anne Hathaway was attached to play Barbie. Then the option then was expiring in 2018, and then Margot Robbie came in with Lucky Chap and brought in Greta Gerwig to write it, who then was going to direct it after she wrote it, and then Margot Robbie was attached to play Barbie. So it's taken a long time.
It is quite mad that it did take so long. Like, I wonder why, when it was like with Amy Schumer, like, why didn't it take off at that point? Because Barbie's always been huge.
For sure. I wonder if it's something to do with like the perfect storm of Margot's producing career being like at a really, really stunning place where someone like Greta is like, even if she wasn't attached, if Margot wasn't attached, would be like, I want to work with Lucky Chap. They make the most amazing movies, you know, like, I mean, this is like, I haven't super researched the films that Amy Schumer had done at that point with her production company, but I think that's kind of the point. Like, I already know within like the household sort of, I don't know, you know, I just like Lucky Chap is like now such a powerful production company, and they've had so many successes that she had the gusto to like make a really amazing movie with not just with her being attached as an actor, but being able to attract really great filmmakers, other really great actors, because she's like been doing that for so long, you know?
Yeah.
So I wonder if it's a perfect storm of that. Like, when she got it, they had enough money to get the option. The company was big enough to like really just take this movie and run with it. And Mattel were comfortable enough with that as well. And Universal? No, Paramount.
It was Warner Brothers.
Warner Brothers
in the end,
yeah.
Because then it was with David Heyman. So they...
Yeah.
I don't know if this is a fact that you've got, but Lucky Chap then partnered with Heyday Productions, David Heyman's company, because like they're so much more experienced with those massive budgets. And then I think at that point they were like trusted with this like massive thing. Yeah, maybe it was just that Amy's company couldn't get that kind of budget to really pull it off.
Also, it might also be that it took a long time for Mattel to get into a point where they were they were happy to make a film that did take the mick out of them a little bit.
You're right, because that was bold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe they were a little bit more guarded at the start, and over time they've eased and realized that they do need to like have these things in there, and for the filmmakers to have a bit more creative license to run with that.
Did you say 2008? 2009?
2009, yeah.
So, like, I mean, since then to now, we've had the whole Me Too movement.
Yeah.
Which, like, the whole industry is a different place now for a story like this.
Yeah.
Even. So, I mean, I'm not even saying that in relation to, like, why the film didn't get made then, but it's just, like, kind of thank God that we could make it in this climate and not that climate.
Yeah. Surely it's made for such a better film.
Yeah.
I love that Mattel were obviously up for having themselves as a character in it in the end.
Yeah, Will Ferrell, so brilliant.
So good. Also, slight tangent, but sex education characters. So there was...
Ncuti Gatwa.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And Emma Mackey.
And also with Mattel... Oh, what's his name? Connor.
Swindells.
Do you know anything? Is Greta Gerwig a fan of sex education?
Well, they filmed this in Leavesden. And it was over COVID, so people couldn't travel because Timothée Chalamet actually was meant to have a cameo, so was Saoirse Ronan, but they couldn't because of something to do with travel or whatever. But that's why there's a lot of British actors in this.
Justice for Emily Wood. Sorry.
I know. She would be a great Barbie.
That's a great Barbie.
Feeding in for her.
Also, Emerald Fennell as pregnant Barbie.
Yeah.
What was her name?
Midge.
I didn't realise that till the second time watching it.
Yeah.
And I was like, huh?
That's so funny.
Wait, who is it that's like gets really scared by it? Oh, it's Will Ferrell. And he's like, oh, you're just creepy and wrong.
There's so many great cameos in this film.
Yeah, it's good.
I absolutely love Jamie Demetriou, who plays his, Will Ferrell's little sidekick, the like nervous one. He's in Satellite's Flats. He's so funny. So funny. And Rob Brydon's in it for like 3 seconds.
Yeah, it's really a special film. Yeah. What other cameos were spectacular? I mean, I really love John Cena as a mermaid. I still think that's brilliant.
That's so funny, though. I hadn't really put 2 and 2 together with most of those cameos being British people, British actors, or not even actors.
Yeah,
and love that for the Brits.
Yeah. I think if anybody was asked to be in this film, if they were available, I feel like it would be yes.
Oh, well, that's the tea. Like, didn't Michael Cera's agent kind of be like, we don't know if you're really going to be into this.
Because it's a small role.
Because he played Alan. Alan. And he's like, this is kind of a small role and like, I'm not sure if it's really your thing. And then he read it and was like, oh my God, I have to do this.
I heard that he'd he asked for the role. Like,
oh.
Am I thinking of a different one? Anyway, he was keen either way. Yeah.
The crux of it is that he wanted to do it.
Yeah.
And he did.
Ryan Gosling wasn't the first choice. They offered to, or rather, maybe they were just in conversation with Dan Levy and Ben Platt. Dan Levy absolutely can see.
I guess his hair reminds me of Ken.
I actually can't even think of who this is.
Ben Platt.
Theatre Camp.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. No.
No.
Yeah.
I can see it. It would be a totally different film. It would be like way more musical theatre. I mean, this was pretty musical theatre, actually. Yeah, I don't know.
I think because Ryan Gosling is still kind of cool. That
no, that's so true.
Roasted
that is true though. I think because he is cool and it's like he's playing such a drastically different character to himself, whereas like it just doesn't feel like that if it was Ben.
Yeah.
Or who did you say the other person?
Dan Levy.
Dan Levy, yeah.
Yeah, it's still like not I don't know, there's still not that like drastic, like you just haven't seen him in that different characters. Well, I have, but yeah.
It's like a different movie, really. It's a different movie.
Oh, it always is with the casting choices. So, Mattel, as we mentioned, has decided to make this film universe out of all of their products, which when you hear that, it sounds very vulgar and quite grim. But I now seeing Barbie, I'm excited for that. And the next one, or one that is being made at the moment, is Polly Pocket. So you mentioned Polly Pocket.
Yeah.
Lily Collins is playing Polly Pocket.
Oh my God, it's like all in the works.
And Lena Dunham is writing and directing it.
Oh,
stop.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I had no idea. On Mattel, so there's actually like, we've got a list of all of the Mattel IP that's available. Because we were having a look.
Okay.
No, all the good ones have gone. But
there's 45 films
already in like development.
Yeah.
Well, one that I was like, oh my God, what would be a good one? I thought Barney the dinosaur was on the list, and I was like, oh my God, I feel like we can
make something really
brilliant, really funny. Anyway, it's taken. It's gone.
Who took it?
I don't know. I'll have to find out.
The other one that I know is being made at the moment or in development is J.J. Abrams is doing Hot Wheels. I don't know where the character arc is for Hot Wheels, but I'm looking forward to
Cars from Wish.
If you were going to play any toy or
cartoon character.
Yeah.
Betty Boop. But the thing is, the tea is that Betty Boop, the character, was based off of a black woman, and then it was like sort of made into this like sexy little white girl. But that could also be a great story.
That's the story,
We're doing some investigative journalism on that.
Cool. And what about you? What would you?
Probably Barney.
Yeah. Wait, to play Barney?
Yeah.
No, as in make it or play it?
No, play it.
Play.
Right. Yeah.
What about you?
I think the only toy that I can remember playing with when I was little was Stretch Armstrong. So I can go. I think Stretch Armstrong, to be honest.
I think you'd be great.
Let me just get into character.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, any final thoughts on Barbie?
I love how much everybody loves this, no matter who they are, what they are. And like, it's just like a really good, fun film, which I've heard quite a few times already.
I think you think it's fun.
I think it's a lot of fun. No, I'm like a little bit sad that we didn't make it, because obviously it's so iconic, and it was like immediately iconic.
And obviously we could have done a better job.
Obviously we would have made it so much better.
Like, I think we would have like broken even more records, honestly.
You'd be on 2.5 billion.
It's also just quite like, of course Margot Robbie was going to be Barbie. Like, she literally looks like Barbie.
She's
like
so Barbie. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just mad. Like, what are they going to do next to top that?
I just have a lot of time for this movie, and I think that it's really special. And when people say otherwise and like just trash it a little too much, I do feel like there's a little pocket of magic that they're just ignoring about this movie. And I think all of these opinions are like welcomed and they're important, but I think that at the heart of it, this film is good and it's done a lot of good, and it's important to people, and it's like really shaken up the industry, and like that's always positive. So yeah, we'll probably buy it and add it to my iTunes.
Yeah, I agree with everything. I'm so excited to see what they do next, what Greta Gerwig does next, always, obviously. But I just think that Margot Robbie is an absolute force, and hearing her speak about this incredible, monumental film that she's made, whilst playing Barbie, the ditz, and like being this beautiful blonde woman, is amazing. And yeah, I'm just excited to see what they do next. And what they do next is she's producing a film called My Old Ass, Tank Girl. She's a producer on Ocean's 11 film.
Yeah.
Oh. And a film called Naughty.
Naughty, I've just looked up, is being directed by Olivia Wilde.
Ooh.
Interessant.
Okay.
Yeah, cool.
Let us know what you thought about Barbie. Yes, we're late to the party, but it's still a great party. So let us know what you thought, and follow us on social media. And we will be back next week with our second episode of this series. And we're not going anywhere soon, so tune in.
Thank you so much for watching this episode, and thank you so much to Propercorn for bringing you this episode. Next week, we're going to be chatting about Twilight, where we're going to be snacking on more gorgeous things. So keep an eye out on our social media for some fun watch-along content there before the episode comes out. And we'll see you next week for more Frank Film Club.
If you like what you saw, please like and subscribe. It helps our channel more than you could know. And we really want to know what you think of the film as well. So please pop in the comments what you liked, what you didn't like. Do you agree with us? Do you not? Let us know.
This podcast was presented by Wrapped.
But then I'm also just don't think that experiment, like she had a baby pulled out, and I'm like, maybe something.
Maybe the
I
womb
feel like
ain't
there's an
woman.
excuse.
Yeah.
For her not to have periods.
Oh, okay. I was just trying to think how and why would you do that? But then maybe it could be like she's a child and she's trying to understand what this is. So it could have been in there, but
Yeah.
An interesting point. Very.
Yeah.
Final thoughts on Poor Things.
I want that wardrobe. I want that wardrobe all day, every day. And I want that hair too.
Yeah. I want that bedroom and house and all the sets. I just and the sex.
Great.
Yeah.
I love this film. I've not been as excited to speak about a film as this one for a long time, and actually having the conversation, it went in a much more exciting direction than I even thought it was going to go in. I think Yorgos Lanthimos is definitely one of my favorite directors, and he's doing another project with Emma Stone.
Yeah. It's already shot. I think it's in post.
Yeah. Do you know anything about it?
No, just that. Oh yeah, Emma Stone was a producer on this as well, by the way. You might have already known that. And so, sure.
Bravo.
Go her. Yeah.
Well, I'm excited to see that, whatever it is.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Great. Well, this has been great.
Yay. Fabulous.
Yeah. Same time next week. Thank you. This was lovely. Next week, we will be back with more Frank Film Club.
Thanks so much for joining us for this episode. Next week, we're speaking about everyone's hot topic over Christmas time, I feel. Saltburn, directed by Emerald Fennell. You can go and watch it on Amazon Prime, so make sure you go and do that. Enjoy the hell out of it, and then come back here and we will chat about it next week.
Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, then please like and subscribe this channel and video. And let us know what you thought about the film as well in the comments. We'd love to know if you loved it, if you hated it. Yeah, tell us what you think.
This podcast was presented by Wrapped.
Because I get offers and they're like, we're shooting in 2 weeks. And you're like, who pulled out?
Yeah.
Who said that they didn't want to do it? And it does sometimes make you be a bit like, well, maybe it's not good enough for me. But then sometimes you're like, this is great. And then you're like, is it great? Oh my God. But yeah, I don't know. Sometimes when you hear about that, yeah.
Yeah.
But it could also be because they couldn't find the right person.
Yeah. Okay, so the budget. I actually couldn't find what the budget was here, but I feel like we could do like a good estimate because I've seen a lot of conversations and them saying it was low budget. However, low budget indie, low budget studio. This is actually a studio film, so I'm feeling like, is it like 5 to 8 mil?
Oh my God, I was
Would
gonna
you say
like,
more?
Yeah, I was
More
gonna
like
just
10 more.
Yeah, I was gonna just
20?
No, I was gonna say 40.
Oh wow.
Is that ridiculous?
I feel like for them
That's
to,
ridiculous.
no, they've definitely said it was like, oh yeah, we had
Lower
to
than
stretch the
that.
pennies.
Okay.
And I'm like, I feel like they wouldn't say that if it was 40.
Yeah,
Otherwise they're being
yeah.
well dramatic.
Do you know what it is? It looks like 40.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they've really spent money like incredibly well.
It's gotta be a lot though.
But maybe it is low. Would you say more like 10 or something?
Well, I'm just trying to think when we were having that meeting. And they
Right.
were like, oh yeah, our lower budgets, I feel like was like 5 to 8 or 5 to 10.
You're right.
So I'm like, would it be that? But then that's very good to have done what they've done.
Yeah.
But it is her first feature.
It is her first
so
feature.
it would be low.
There's not like really famous people in it.
No, I'm sure they weren't, forking out millions and millions and
Yeah.
millions on their leading cast.
So I don't know. It's a mystery to me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Love
Do you know my
that.
favourite part of this film was I think I might have been South Asian in a previous life because something about that music, it just does something to me.
When she did the dance
she's doing the
scene,
dance.
the dance scene was incredible.
So good. You just think about the production value on stuff like that and you're like, yeah, it's got to be more than...
So good. Yeah. Love. Opening weekend got $800,000. So not that good. And then worldwide by now, they've got 2.6 million.
That's bizarre. Why?
But I don't know why this isn't on a streamer.
Right, because we had to pay for it, didn't we?
Yeah.
Why has no one snapped this up?
And it wasn't even paid to. I had to buy it, not rent it, as
Yeah,
well, which I
same.
thought was weird.
Yeah, I did
So
too.
I don't know what all that's about.
This could have been. Oh, this could have been like, I don't know if it was working title that did like Run Fat Boy Run. She was like
Oh my
Simon
God,
Pegg.
I remember that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
but I can't remember
it's
the
like really great British comedy.
Yeah.
We went and watched another working title film.
Yeah.
Like last year, and it was, in my opinion, not it.
Yeah.
And it was marketed everywhere, and it was in all the cinemas, and I don't know how it did, but the cinema was packed when we were there.
Yeah, yeah, but it was like the smallest cinema in the country or something.
There was 3 seats.
But still,
Yeah, and I don't know, that it just really surprises me because I feel like even the poster of this is so wicked. Like, why was it not pushed more?
Probably because that other film had Lily James in it, which is so infuriating
Because
that's all that people are interested in.
It was just objectively like not as good a film.
No,
They
oh my
should
God,
have
it
spent
was
their money
shite.
promoting this one.
Yeah.
Because it's so rewarding.
Yeah.
And that one was just like not progressive, not interesting. It was just like a bit, I don't know, it felt a bit fucking wrong, to be honest
It did.
with
It
you.
felt really wrong. By the end of it,
Yeah.
I was like, that was the whole way through. I was hoping that it wouldn't be that. Don't know what this film was called, so can't.
Yeah, can't remember what it was called, but
I know the one you're talking about. That's such a shame. And I, would love to know. Well, hopefully when it comes out on a streamer, it'll get like a really good audience and people will be brought to it. And hopefully people will listen to this episode, and when it comes, they'll go and...
yeah, go and watch it. Tell your friends about it. This is a brilliant comedy, British comedy like movie.
Yeah.
It's like fantastic.
It is good fun.
And like we always talk about what we're sick of seeing in the cinema. Like, this is new.
This is new.
cool.
This is so new. I'm very surprised, and this is probably one of my surprises of the year that I've watched.
Love that.
Yeah.
Well, on Letterboxd, people are also kind of like feeling good about this film as well. Because I was unsure. I was like, is it? I don't know what these reviews are going to be like. But no, it was all really positive, which I'm really, really pleased about.
Yeah.
So Giaba gave it 3.5 stars and said, she's jealous because she won't be able to find a suitable husband. She has photos of a female martial arts artist on her wall. I don't think she's looking for one.
She's gay.
Sydney gave it 4 stars and said, 1 hour, 45 minutes of hilarious women screaming, fighting, kicking, biting, crying, doubting, learning, reclaiming, hating, loving, and being the fury. So infectious and fun, an ultra stylized directorial debut by Nida Manzoor should be very proud of. Need to see more of Priya Kansara ASAP.
Yeah, agree.
Love. And then Anna K. Aquaro gave it 5 stars and said, this is why we don't date mama's boys.
Yes.
Yeah. So excellent reviews all around.
Yeah, glistening. So good.
Okay, and next up for the filmmakers and actors, I actually couldn't find that much information here, but it looks like Nida Manzoor is writing on a new series called Do Not Disturb. I don't know what it's about though. So yeah. Ritu Arya is doing another season of the Umbrella Academy.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen her? I haven't seen that.
I saw the first couple of episodes of the first series.
And Priya Kansara is in a TV series coming up called Dope Girls.
Oh my God, is she in that?
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, why? Do you know about it?
I know a few people who worked on it.
Oh, cool.
That's
okay.
great.
Nice.
Okay, exciting.
Yeah.
Love.
But yeah. So, girls, what are your final thoughts about this film?
Really loved hearing like what you thought about the story structure and like your qualms with it. Completely hear you. Feel like I had a blast watching this. I want more people to have seen it. And I just want more movies like this to get made because I think it's brilliant.
Yeah.
I feel like despite the qualms, I still feel like it was entertaining. This is all we asked for. We asked to be entertained, and I certainly was.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah. Proper entertained. It was a real surprise to me yesterday when I watched this. I think I had been meaning to watch this for so long, but do you know what? I probably hadn't seen it because it's not.
Yeah, because it's not available, really.
I missed it in the cinema. I missed it in the cinema, and then just have not really seen much of it since. So I'm so glad that we spoke about it and agree. Like, more people need to see this film so that more films like this get made.
Yeah,
that aren't
totally.
like, even though we've spoken about the things which feel a little bit formulaic, I just think like for the cast and for some of the twists and turns in it, and it's really, it feels very original to this filmmaker. As we spoke about, you didn't even realize that it was the director of We Are Lady Parts.
Yeah.
She's got that stamp.
Yeah.
I just think, more like this.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, loved it. And like, oh, actually, I say loved it. And then before I said, I'd be lying if I said I loved it.
Completely hear you. Feel like I had a blast watching this. I want more people to have seen it. And I just want more movies like this to get made because I think it's brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like despite the qualms, I still feel like it was entertaining. This is all we asked for. We asked to be entertained, and I certainly was.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah. Proper entertained. It was a real surprise to me yesterday when I watched this. I think I had been meaning to watch this for so long, but do you know what? I probably hadn't seen it because it's not.
Yeah, because it's not available, really.
I missed it in the cinema. I missed it in the cinema, and then just have not really seen much of it since. So I'm so glad that we spoke about it and agree. Like, more people need to see this film so that more films like this get made.
Yeah,
that aren't like. Even though we've spoken about the things which feel a little bit formulaic, I just think like for the cast and for some of the twists and turns in it, and it's really, it feels very original to this filmmaker. As we spoke about, you didn't even realize that it was the director of We Are Lady Parts.
Yeah.
She's got that stamp.
Yeah.
I just think, more like this.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, loved it. And like, oh, actually, I say loved it. And then before I said, I'd be lying if I said I loved it. Had a great time.
Yes.
Exactly.
Just love watching female relationships on screen. And like, there were so many amazing relationships to watch in this film, like good and bad ones. So yeah, so pleased.
Yeah.
Ever so pleased.
Fab.
Cool. Well, thank you so much for chatting with me about Polite Society Girls.
Thank you for planning a wonderful episode.
You're very welcome. If you want to hear more from us, please follow us on TikTok and Instagram. We are at Frank Film Club. You can also send us an email on filmclub@wrapped.world if you fancy. We love to hear all about your thoughts about the film as well. If you're watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe. And if you're listening to us on wherever you find your podcast, please give us a follow so you can see when our next episodes come out.
Well, next week we've got a right treat. It's our last episode of the series, boo, but we're ending on an absolute banger. We put it out to the audience between 3 films, Bring It On, The Parent Trap and Spice World, and you all chose, well, not all of you, most of you chose Parent Trap, the 1998 version. So go and watch it. It's on Disney+. Join us back here next Wednesday for our final episode of the series. We will see you then. Woo.
This podcast was presented by Wrapped.
To be speaking about the greatest love story ever told. My personal favorite film of all time. It's actually not, but I'm going to say it because it's funny. Twilight. We're watching the first movie in the Twilight saga. Well, we've watched it already, and we're going to speak about it for you today. And I'm absolutely buzzing. And I hope you are too, because it's going to be a juicy episode. But first, before we get into all of this, how have you both been? What has your week been looking like? What are your stresses? What are your freedoms? How's things?
Things are good. What if not that stressed actually, just like having a good time. I've just been looking forward to chatting. Just my highlight has been watching Twilight.
Yeah.
Because how could it not be?
My highlight has been watching Twilight and then spending the rest of the week thinking about Twilight and the youth of yesterday, and if they are all right, and what I was doing when Twilight came out, and was I okay? And just generally just counting down the days to talk about this film.
I know, I'm so excited. We've discussed doing this film many times. So I'm going to have to just be honest and say that we're recording this episode last year. And last year is the 15-year anniversary of Twilight coming out. And that was sort of the reason why we finally pulled the trigger and said, like, let's do it. But since this is coming out, strikes, whatever, it's coming out later. So we're not going to make it a 15-year anniversary special. But just know that it's 15 years old. And do you know what? It's aging like a fine wine. Okay, so just a little bit of context. Twilight is based on a saga of books by Stephanie Meyer, or as I like to call her, Mother. The whole series of films has grossed over over $5 billion worldwide, which is kind of insane. But the first Twilight movie was released on November 21st, 2008. Best day of my life. And I didn't think that I was going to do a synopsis for this because I felt like everyone's seen this film. But actually, we're in the presence of someone who has watched this movie for the first time just for the podcast episode, which we'll get into later. So myself and Lowri have a lot of nostalgia around this film. But for Hannah, she watched it for the first time as an adult woman, and so I just can't wait to hear your thoughts, having not had, the memories of like teenage angst to like go like to sort of fuel you. But anyway, for anyone who hasn't seen Twilight, I will give you a brief synopsis, and this is a hilarious synopsis that I found online. Bella Swan is an average teenage girl who often goes unnoticed. However, her life changes for the better when she meets Edward Cullen, a vampire with dreamy eyes and skin that sparkles in the sunlight. That's it. That is the synopsis on Google, which is so funny. I found another one which says like 108-year-old vampire, but
well, that was the only difference.
Yeah, well, I mean, it didn't say the funny bit about the sparkly skin, so I thought I'm gonna say the other one. As I said, it released in 2008, and it grossed 35 million at the box office on its opening day, which is crazy. Whoa. Yeah, and has come to gross $3.3 million worldwide. And then the DVD was released on... Sorry, is this too much for right now?
No, it's great.
Sorry.
Hannah's just shocked by all the money that it's bringing in. I think it's because it was already a really successful book.
Okay,
yeah. The book was already big.
I was like, how has this picked up so much momentum in the first day? Everyone was like, quick, go now.
Yeah, the book was popular. The book was real popular. I have never read the book. Have you read the book?
Oh, I've read all the books multiple times.
Oh my gosh. Okay, wow. We have three very varied opinions coming to the table today. This is a juicy, juicy episode. But anyway, the DVD was released in 2009, and it grossed. Never really have been. Don't know why. I think I just love Edward. So. Team Edward. Yeah, anyway. Okay, well, some final thoughts from our audience. Sydney Bauer says, it showed that teenage love can have high stakes, and that's so validating for an age that is typically looked at as very naive. I'm also very critical of Twilight because the relationship is very toxic, and that makes the conversation around it so much richer.
You know what? I love that so much. And maybe that is what why everybody wanted it so much, is because it's such a serious relationship. And I think just at that age, you want to be taken seriously. And that's like the point the whole way through. It's like, no, it's so serious.
The stakes are super high. It's life and death. And like, do you choose him or not? That's how love feels when you're 15.
Yeah, that is the thing that we were trying to talk about earlier.
Like, it's not just like a little teeny fancy.
It's not puppy love.
It's like, no, this is deep. I will die for you.
I know what love is, Mum. You don't. You don't even love Dad.
Exactly. Yeah. That's why people love it.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know who said that, but they just absolutely nailed it.
Sydney Bauer.
Sydney Bauer nailed it.
Yeah, you really know what's up. Incredible. Thank you everyone for writing in. And thank you Stephanie Meyer for this incredible story and Catherine Hardwick for bringing it to the big screen. We are forever changed and will forever be grateful. Thank you so much for listening to this week's episode. We hope that you enjoyed it. Please write to us on Instagram, on our email. We're at Frank Film Club or filmclub@rap.world. Tune in next week for another juicy, juicy episode. But for now, ha, 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 ha.
Thanks so much for watching. Next week, we're going to be back and we are watching Poor Things by Yorgos Lanthimos. So give it a watch. I think it should be available on Disney Plus at the moment. It's in cinemas when we're recording, but yeah, it should be there now. So go and have a watch and meet us back here next week. And thanks so much for listening.
If you'd like to see more videos like this, then please give us a like and subscribe because it really helps our channel more than you could know. And get in touch with us in the comment section. Tell us if you liked the film, if you didn't like it. We'd love to know.
This podcast was presented by Wrapped.
This is for you, Margaret Williams, my wife. Thanks for the time that you're giving me. The memories are all in my mind. And now that we've come to the end of our rainbow, there's something I must say out loud. You're once, twice, 3 times a lady, and I love you. Yes, you're once, twice, 3 times a lady, and I love you. I love you. You've shared my dreams, my joys, my pains. You've made my life worth living for. And if I had to live my life over again, dear, I spend each and every moment with you. You're once, twice, 3 times a lady, and I love you. Yes, you're once, twice, 3 times a lady, and I love you. I love you. When we are together, the moments I treasure, with every beat of my heart. To touch you, to hold you, to feel you, to need you. There's nothing to keep us apart. You're once, twice, three times a lady. And I love you. You're once, twice, three times a lady. And I love you. Yes, you're once, twice, three times a lady. And I love you. I love you. My friend, one my heart and soul confided in, the one I felt the safest with, the one who knew just what to say to make me laugh again and let the light back in. I miss my friend. I miss my friend. I miss my friend. I miss my friend. I miss you, Margaret Constant Williams. I cry every day, just the whole.
When I began preaching many years ago, it was not with any thoughts that I'd be preaching to large audiences.
Come to the cross. His gospel is for everyone.
God has done this.
Christ is alive. In modern America today, there is a vacuum of the soul.
Our country's in great need of a spiritual awakening.
Come to the cross in repentance.
Well, there have been times that I've wept as I've gone from city to city, and I
Fortune. It's the leap of faith. It's the band of hope. Till we find our place on the path I'm winding, yeah.
Guardiões são protetores. Somos verdadeiros protetores de água, floresta, animais. Isso nos transforma no maior crime ambiental do Brasil.
Se parar isso aí, eu vou passar fome.
É um fluxo financeiro que ele está altamente interligado nos mercados internacionais.
Protegemos a floresta, o mundo há milhares de anos. Vocês nunca tiveram direito a caçar e a pescar.
Pelo menos 600 de nós já foram assassinados desde 2014.
O coração chora. Qualquer coisa, pistoleiro, qualquer ou madeireira, me matam.
Corrupção onde não existe. Onde não existe no mundo.
Destruir a Amazônia é, em parte, destruir a nós mesmos.
Morre se precisa for florescer. Pedaço de floresta que existe.
Embarcar o pé certo pro mundo. Somos guardiões.
Essa luta ela é minha, essa luta é sua, essa luta é nossa.
What I love about Letterboxd is that like you really get to see the audience's reaction, and it's like not like, I don't know, skewed in any way by the critics, which is kind of fun.
Yeah.
My name is Maisie Williams.
My name is Hannah Marie Williams.
We're not related. We're both part of a wonderful podcast called Frank Film Club,
where we watch films, break them down, talk about the filmmaking process, talk about the themes and what we thought about the films. And every episode now we do letterbox reviews in there because it's so funny.
2001: A Space Odyssey. We watched this on the podcast and it was a real surprise to me. I'm not really a fan of the 3-hour slow burn movies, but this one is so visually interesting. I think it was also like brand new at the time, using effects and things that like, you know, now Christopher Nolan's even using. I love this movie called Raw by Julia Ducournau.
Before we started Film Club, Maisie told me to watch Raw, and it was a real insight into Maisie's taste, which I now love.
I just love it. I don't know. I'm like on board with that. I'm gonna have to say Her. I love the soulful sci-fi sort of genre. And fourth, I'll say The Matrix. Just
classic.
Yeah, classic. Also, my iPhone
looks like The Matrix.
I'm sorry, the movie's following me.
Parent Trap is probably the film that I've rewatched the most, although I probably haven't watched it for like 10 years, you know?
It's still like in the heart.
It's still in the heart, and just figuring out that that was actually one person when I was younger was just truly mind-blowing. Truly movie magic. My second choice would be The Wrestler, Darren Aronofsky. I work in casting and very interested in very unexpected casting, and that is definitely it for me. Third is Tyrannosaur, very, very dark. Olivia Colman, I feel like it was the first thing I saw her do, some like very raw drama. Fourth choice would be, it's got to be something with Joaquin Phoenix as well. I think it's probably Walk the Line.
Oh, beautiful movie.
Beautiful. I've just always loved Joaquin Phoenix, and yeah, he's so great in that film.
Wow, a really solid top 4.
Yeah?
Yeah, I need to watch 2 of them, so
I got involved with the Matthew project.
I see the green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day, the dark sacred, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies crying. I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Oh yeah. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day, the dark sacred night. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies crying. I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Oh yeah.
hang on a minute, let me just rewind. I was not expecting this to be based on something which I already had a really big knowledge on.
Oh,
did
really?
you?
Yeah.
I didn't know anything.
No, neither.
Oh.
I didn't know that it was based on something real. I thought that it was just a fictional story.
And do you know now?
Well, sort of. Like, I read a little bit, but I don't know much about the real story. I haven't done a huge dig on it.
No, that's good.
I knew that it was based on truth, but this was the first time I was finding out the story.
Wow. Okay. I went down a rabbit hole with this story. And now that I'm like piecing things back together, I'm like, did they release or push a lot of these videos of the real life couple who this is loosely based on? It's not a biopic.
So actually, maybe I don't know this full thing. So was the actress, is the acting part true? Like Natalie Portman's character, is that part true?
Well, I couldn't find out the information for that, but there was this really funny looking TV movie which was made about Mary Kay Letourneau and Billy Falau, which this story is based on, called All American Girl.
Right.
So choosing to explore it through the eyes of an actor could be based on the fact that someone did make a movie about them way back. But we don't know if this is something that actually happened with the real woman, like having an actor come into her home.
I couldn't find that out. I don't think it is true. So, shall I tell you the full thing about? Okay. So, Mary Kay Letourneau and Billy Falau, same age difference. So I think he was 12 or 13 and she was 35 or 36 when they first had sex. But how they met is different. So in this story, Joe and Gracie meet because they both work in a pet store. But Mary Kay Letourneau and Billy Falau met because she was his teacher. Their relationship started after she was his teacher, but who cares? But that's how the relationship started. And the reason why I knew this story, and it dawned on me when I was watching it, is because there was loads of TikTok videos, probably like 6 months ago, and they do they've got like a few interviews where they speak to each other because they ended up getting married in the end, like same thing as this story. And it's them speaking and being interviewed. And then it just dawned on me, I was watching, I was like, this sounds like that case. And it is. Yeah.
It's mad, isn't it?
And she's just as away with the fairies, really, as.
But how does that happen? And she went to prison.
She did go to prison.
Right, yeah, but they still stayed together.
Yeah.
Do you know how long she was in prison for?
I can't remember. I think she came out of prison. She got pregnant. She came out of prison and they had an order on her that she wasn't allowed to see Billy Falau. And she got pregnant with him again during that time. And then I think she went back to prison. And then they...
he was of age.
Yeah.
And then they got married.
And then they got married, yeah.
That's mad that she got out twice. Yeah. Whoa.
Yeah.
That's mad.
I really recommend digging out this one interview in particular with an Australian journalist, where the power dynamic is like electric, and that's why it's so memorable. The way that she speaks to Billy, like the real couple, the way she speaks to him is very there's a power dynamic there which is really uncomfortable to watch.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah,
that's horrible.
Oh god.
So this story, May December now, is based on that. However, I've not really seen Todd Haynes say anything about that connection, and maybe I haven't like dug enough. So it's not like it hasn't been.
Maybe that's a legal thing.
So interesting.
Yeah.
Because I had also, in everything that I've seen,
what we do. Yeah, I think if there's gonna be like a defamation, like, you know, whatever, then.
And maybe by not acknowledging it, it gives him more creative license to just
Tell whatever story
to be
because
whatever
it's
which
exactly.
is, I'm assuming, is what it's ultimately become, because it's not tied to anything.
Yeah,
he's just kind of like become this.
But choosing to tell this story through the eyes of an actor coming in to play her as a character, like, really, really amazing. And that was the part that I think, in recommending it to you, I just thought that you would love, because it's just like such a fun part of what we do, that part of filmmaking, and you get to really see into that in this film. And once again, we're referencing Inception. The last 3 episodes. Have we? Am I going mad?
Yeah, we have.
No, Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Frank Film Club for the last time this series. Where?
So sad.
So sad. It's been a blast. I've really enjoyed this series, and I hope that all of you watching, listening, interacting with us on socials, which we've had so much more of this series, I hope that you've all enjoyed it as well, and we're excited to come back soon. Keep an eye on our social media, and, you know, we'll have updates on there. But for the last episode, we thought we'd go out with a bang, like we always do, and do a classic. So we gave you 3 options. We gave you The Parent Trap, we gave you Bring It On, and we gave you Spice World.
Of course.
Did you 3, I'm including the 3, did you 2 vote on?
Yeah.
Okay, what did you vote?
Spice World.
So did I.
So did I.
Oh.
And we still didn't even sway mallet.
No, well, that just goes to show how many people voted.
Yeah.
They outnumbered us.
They did.
3.
More than 3 people voted.
Yeah.
That's great.
We didn't actually discuss this before we voted, so that's really interesting. They all picked the same thing.
Yeah, well, we'll have to do it at some point.
Next series.
But it's nice to know that the audience is ending on something that they want.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure they would have loved it if we did Spice World, but I'm glad that people are excited for The Parent Trap, because I love that movie.
I feel like everyone's seen it.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. And if you haven't, what are you doing? And I'm glad also because I've revisited it and I really loved it. So, if you don't know, The Parent Trap is about identical twins, Hallie and Annie, who are separated after their parents' divorce. Years later, they discover each other at a summer camp and decide to switch places in an effort to reunite their parents. Directed by Nancy Myers, starring the incredible Lindsay Lohan as an 11-year-old set of twins. Dennis Quaid, Natasha Richardson, Elaine Hendricks, Lisa Ann Walter, Simon Coons. You can watch it on Disney+. Stay tuned for this episode. We're going to be diving into lots of stuff. I really want to speak about the casting of Lindsay Lohan and what she brings to this film, and just her incredible dual performance in this. The making of it and how they managed performance hours, which obviously is insane. And a few little tidbits like Parent Trap 2.
What?
Yes. And some weird coincidences that I found about some of the cast and crew after they filmed this film.
Amazing.
Ooh. But before we start, how are you both doing?
Really, really good. Summer's here. I've been in the garden, just doing some wildflower planting, which has been amazing. Yeah, they're all sprouting, my wildflowers, and it's heaven out there. I really want bluebells, but you can't have bluebells where they don't naturally grow.
Right.
Did you know bluebells are a sign of ancient woodland?
Really?
Yeah.
That's so cool, because there's loads of bluebells grow in my parents' garden at home.
Oh,
yeah.
Are you kidding? Well, ancient lands, untouched.
Huh?
Yeah.
That's well cool.
And I would love to have a garden like that. I'd love to have a bit of that, but you can't if it's, so I thought, well, if I can't have bluebells, then I'll have other wildflowers that I can plant and reseed. And so I've been doing a bit of that.
Lush.
Lovely.
Thanks.
Nice.
Yeah. What about you?
Work has been busy, but I was so excited to watch this because it was like a fresh, amazing, gorgeous thing to get to go and see of an evening after like a bit of a hectic work day. So yeah, things good. Yeah.
Thanks to the Parent Trap.
Yeah.
Thanks to Lindsay Lohan. Both
Definitely.
Lindsay Lohans.
Definitely. I was going to mention this actually. I've had a really stressful week and just trying to juggle loads of things. And yesterday I was like, do I need to rewatch this film really? Like, can't I do another 2 hours of work because I need those 2 hours? And I'm so glad that I didn't sit there with my laptop and that I took a minute out to watch this film. And I did it in the middle of the workday. I had to, because we had night stuff going on. Anyway, it really gave me a moment to like zoom out and connect into younger self, thinking I actually work on films now. Yes, they're not the size of Parent Trap, but younger me who loved this film so much, and it brought back so much nostalgia for watching this and rewatching it. I'm really glad that I took that moment to just feel really heartwarmed by the film again.
Yeah. No, I had exactly the same thing. I like put my phone on Do Not Disturb as well, so that I was like, I didn't want to have any distractions. And I'm so glad that I did, because it was so nostalgic and gorgeous.
Can you remember watching this when you were younger? Like, do you have any memories of it?
Yeah, it's hard to know, like, when I first watched it. I don't know if I'll be able to remember, but I'm sure it was, like, maybe even just, like, on Film 4 or something at some point. And, yeah, sat down and watched it. But I think I watched it after I'd seen the likes of, like, Freaky Friday, or... I definitely didn't watch this, like, when it first came out. This was something I came to, like... after I had caught the Lindsay Lohan bug, and remember being like, is that Lindsay Lohan? Yeah, and having that whole like realization. But just loved how this movie is about love, basically. I mean, I guess it was pretty formative for me, and who I've become. But yeah, I feel like that was kind of I came to it like later than other Lindsay Lohan classics. What about you?
Yeah, I watched this since I was quite young. So this was my first Lindsay Lohan.
Was it her first movie? No.
Well, it does say introducing.
Yeah,
so
introducing credit. I know.
So cool. That's crazy,
isn't it?
Yeah, but yeah, I remember watching it quite young. Like always watching it with my sister, and it always reminded me Lindsay Lohan's accent. When I remember watching it back then, and her English accent, which is like Southern English. Ish. We had a family friend who lives in Southern England, and we were always like, oh my god, it's so cool, it's like it's Tiffany. And I just always thought that character was so cool. But now rewatching it, well, I'll let you, I want to know about your first watching the first. What was your...
Well, I think I would have been young. Yeah, I would have been younger than Lindsay Lohan when this came out, but I was quite similar. I don't know. I think I might have been 9 or 8 or something. I cannot tell you how many times I rewatched this film. This was like the one that I rewatched all over. Like, I remember watching it at sleepovers. I remember like knowing every single line, and it's funny how they all come back to you when you watch stuff like this, like 12 years later. Because we did the letterbox thing, and this was my number 1.
Yeah,
I mean, I said it first.
Yeah,
it's not my number 1. But yeah, it's the film that I've rewatched the most.
It's amazing.
So much so that I watched the original. Have you seen the original? 1961.
No,
I haven't. But I only saw about it when I was rewatching it this time. And I was like, oh my god, there's another one. There's an original. No idea. It's actually mad how amazing Lindsay Lohan is in this, because like not only is she just like amazing at playing both of these two twins, and they're like two very different personalities, but she also smashes it every time. She's like playing the other. She's having to play a character playing a character, and you can see that as well. Like it
Yeah.
works. Like it's not just like she's playing that character each time. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah, exactly.
And we're like, this is really complex. And
Yeah.
she's so good at it.
I feel like people would like a less good actor would like not capitalize on all of the opportunities that she does to like show that she's being one of the characters. She just be in the same clothes again and be like, okay, well now I'm gonna do
I'm that one now.
yeah. But that's what makes it so entertaining, because the whole time you're like in on this little secret with her in both worlds, and that's what kind of like gets you through. And yeah, she's really, really amazing. I mean, it's no wonder she became like the biggest star off the back of this.
It's mad. Because how old was she when
She was 11.
she was 11?
Playing 11. But I don't know how much of it was, you know, we're talking about like her jumping through the characters. It feels so like light on its feet, but it must all be scripted, and she would have had to like remember which part she obviously.
Oh yeah, great director, I'm sure. Like, you know, to help steer that, definitely. But like the fact that she is capable of portraying that without it feeling like disjointed and strange. Like she's an incredible actress and like shines amongst people who are like really seasoned in this movie.
Yeah. So they saw a lot of actors for this, obviously. For the role of Hallie and Annie. In the original.
Can I ask a question first?
Yes.
Did they ever consider just casting twins, or was it always going to be one person?
Well, in the original, the 1961 film, that is one actor as well. So, so they did that in the first one. It was always going to be one actor, and they did a nationwide search. They went around all the states, or a lot of the states, and auditioned loads of girls, auditioned people that we know. So Scarlett Johansson was seen for this. Sutton was seen. Mara Wilson, Matilda.
Oh, no way.
My God.
Yeah.
This is mad.
It's mad.
And then they actually offered Jenna Malone, Donnie Darko.
Yeah.
Offered her the role,
and
she turned it down. And I've seen a few things online that she turned it down 3 times. I don't know whether she auditioned and then turned it down, or if they went after her because they'd seen her in something when she was younger and she just kept turning it down. I don't know why she turned it down. Oh my God, I know.
What, age 11, keep on turning something down?
Yeah.
Like...
It would have been maybe parent influence.
Oh yeah.
Not into something.
Yeah.
Because would you, I don't know.
I mean, I'd take this role now.
Yeah.
I'll play 11.
100%. Well, let's do The Parent Trap 3.
Wow, I had no idea. This is great.
Yeah.
I love
That's
that.
wild.
Okay.
So Lindsay Lohan came into it. So, as you noticed, introducing Lindsay Lohan credit.
Yeah.
She was in a short film before this, and she also was in a TV show, but I think very, very briefly.
Yeah.
Obviously not to the extent that you would expect for somebody to give a performance like this.
Yeah. Sorry, can we just go back? Like, Hollywood is so quick to cast twins as one person so that they can like get more hours and like switch them in and out. And then it comes to a movie like this and they're just like, you know what? Can't bear to look at the twins. Let's get one girl in to play both. Like, I know they have to look identical, but like that's what they get 2 people to play one person, and now they get 1 person to play 2 people. It's just like, why are we doing that?
Like, why did they do that to themselves?
Yeah. Are we not making it more complicated?
Definitely. I just don't really understand that logic, but okay.
It works.
She's great.
Yeah.
She's amazing.
What's better than 1 Lindsay Lohan?
2 Lindsay Lohan. I don't know whether they did look... from everything that I've read and researched, they wanted to find one girl. And I don't know the reason why. I did see something that they wanted to keep to the tradition of the original, and maybe it's something to do with the fact that obviously you can get identical twins, but you can tell them apart.
Yeah, so it would have been too obvious if everyone's like, oh, I didn't know that was you.
Because it does add to it. It adds to the viewing experience when you know that they're both the same person, because it's so fun to try and spot the characteristics of the other one.
That is true.
And to watch them. It's like the legend of it all, watching Tom Hardy be both brothers. Like, it makes it more fun because you're just like, can't wait to see how they're going to chameleon. It does just make it more enjoyable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw something online that was like, why didn't they just cast the Olsen twins? Because they were around during this time.
Right.
But I think Lindsay Lohan's performance.
Well, yeah,
right?
definitely.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm so glad that they did because it's amazing. And as I say, I do think it enhances it, but it's just hilarious.
It is hilarious.
They continually do that.
It sounds like hell.
Yeah,
like
a
hell.
producing nightmare.
Absolutely. So, any guesses then on how long it took to shoot?
Like, surely double anything normal.
Yeah.
And it's quite a long film.
Yeah.
2 hours, 9 minutes.
Yeah, that's longer, especially...
Okay, so like, it's a big studio movie of the time. So I imagine, I don't know, like 45 days, but then we have the Lindsay Lohan double thing of it all. Would you double
70.
it? 70 days?
Not quite double.
No, because
70
days, is that not crazy?
But like, so she's 11. What are like the child parameters then?
Like 5 hours?
Yeah, 5 hours. And then every like hour you have to have a 15-minute break. And then
it might have been different.
From when you get called to when you end, it can only be like 9 hours or something.
Yeah. I wonder how strict it was then. True. Like maybe you could just do more hours. Go on, give us the answer.
I wish that I worked it out in days because I saw online that it was just under 6 months.
120 days.
Is
120
right?
days.
120 days. And I was saying like double 45, which is like 90. 120.
120 days. But another film which had a similar amount of shoot days was Home Alone.
Oh.
Yeah. Because he's in every scene. But wait, this obviously would have been... If that was that much, I know that Home Alone, maybe it was Home Alone 2, was just over 100 days to shoot. But with this one, you've obviously got that they need to retake the same scene twice.
Yeah.
So actually, that's pretty good that they did it in that amount
I
of time.
suppose there's a lot of scenes in Parent Trap that also don't have Lindsay Lohan, whereas in Home Alone, it's like pretty much entirely him, apart from the start and the end.
Yeah, definitely.
Wow. That's wild. That sounds expensive.
Very.
Ooh. Yeah.
Now we're talking about casting. There was some other little, what do you call it? Some cameos, some appearances from Lindsay Lohan's family. So the little boy who's lost the camp, that's Lindsay Lohan's brother.
You're joking! Oh my God.
Mom, come pick me up. I'm scared. That's Lindsay Lohan's brother.
Oh my God.
And her family are in the background of some of the other scenes as well, as is the daughters of the director, Nancy Meyers.
Oh my God.
Cool.
This is so amazing. I love this film. I feel like this film is made of magic in a way.
Yeah,
and
it is.
hearing all of this is just making me feel like it's just, added to it all.
So, you know your mum would come on set with you?
Yeah.
Did they ever drag her on to camera?
No, but I feel like there would have been opportunity to, like, if it was something different. But so many people did have their friends and family come and be, like, in the background of bits and pieces. But it was just way more of a thing because you have to get fitted for costume. Like, you can't just
slip in.
You're not just slipping in.
Trainers might stand out slightly.
Yeah, exactly. And like, there's like a look, you're like facial hair. And so it's like, I feel like there was quite specific people that they were looking for on Game of Thrones. And it was like harder to just like slip in your friends and family type thing. But the opportunity definitely was there. I didn't really capitalize on it ever.
Damn.
But it would be my mum's worst nightmare.
I was going to say, would she have
Worst
even
nightmare.
liked it?
No, I think she would have hated it. Now I feel like if she was with a friend coming on to do our movie,
yeah.
like, I could imagine her like, because I think she's got some friends in the village that she lives in that go and do it every now and then, like when people are filming around like the Southwest. So I feel like, but yeah, at the time I think it was just like her idea of hell.
Well, I don't know, I was telling Larry when we first arrived today, I've got Daisy a little role.
Already?
She's Nepo in her.
Oh my God, what's she doing?
It's actually not my fault. So it's similar situation to this. I was going down for a set visit and they said, do you want to just bring Daisy and she can be in one of the shots? Because it's like a portrait shot of like the community and it's like different portraits of the different people in the community. And they were like, they want to get a baby in there. They asked me to as well and I was like, absolutely not. So some randomer is just going to be passed my baby.
That's perfect. Her first role.
Her first ever role.
Oh, well, break a leg, Daisy.
Break a leg, honey girl. So I love a family affair.
Yeah.
And another thing on this, the girls in the original Parent Trap, they weren't called Hallie and Annie, they were called something else. And Hallie and Annie were her daughters, Nancy Myers, the director's daughter's name.
Because at the end it said for Hallie.
Yeah, and I don't know why she didn't say that for Annie.
Yeah, that's a bit tight.
Yeah.
Or is Hallie okay?
Justice for
Or like,
Annie.
yeah, I don't know.
Oh, you're right.
Well, it did make me think.
It's like those like short poems.
Yeah,
It's
your
like,
family. Oh my god.
Yeah, there's so many answers.
Yeah. Yeah, it did worry me.
Well, they're
We're
both
desperate to
okay.
know.
Oh, they are.
They're both okay.
Thank God, but maybe Annie's not because
maybe
she got
Annie's
left
not,
off the
poor girl.
credits.
Yeah, she's estranged.
I don't know. I tried to find out online, but there's no.
Has Nancy done other films? One for
Maybe
Annie?
there's another one for Annie.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, let's go
What
ahead and
has
say
Nancy
that.
done? Do you know much
Okay,
about?
well, she is fabulous.
Oh.
So she made this with. This is her directorial debut.
No way!
Oh my God.
That's crazy.
Isn't that
I
mad?
can't believe it. Imagine like Lindsay Lohan, they're all like making a movie, like newbies. What?
Wild.
It's like the most iconic movie.
She was
That is
prolific though as a producer. So she used to be she still produces, I believe, but she used to co-produce with her husband Charles Shire. And
Did he produce that?
And he produced this.
There we go.
And she directed.
Yeah.
But then she went on to direct What Women Want, Something's Gotta Give, and The Holiday.
Oh, of course.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, she like does loves a rewatchable.
Yeah.
Yeah, smash. Yeah, she's like does classics.
She's a classic maker.
Oh, that's cool. That is cool.
And I don't think it's true anymore, but for a really long time, she was the female director who had directed the highest grossing film.
That's so
and
cool.
not for Parent Trap, actually, for What Women Want.
Yeah. Wow.
Mad.
She's a boss. Okay, so we know how long it took to make and its inception. Can you guess how they shot the scenes?
Well, I imagine that there's another girl out there who played both girls as well and had a really gorgeous wig and was shot just from the back of her head. How is she doing these days? Because she effectively, she did the whole thing too. And she would have to be really good because I do think a lot of acting is also about who you're working with. And you have to have a good back and forth. And maybe she didn't have to be 11. Maybe she could have been a couple of years older, but just, crouched down or something. But yeah, I mean, there's a girl out there who did everything that Lindsay Lohan did and didn't get any
of the credit.
Yeah, what's the guy that was like the second guy who went on the moon?
Who knows?
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
Don't know his name.
Poor guy. I think he went a bit mad too.
Oh,
poor thing. Yeah.
I want to see that film.
Yeah.
I would love it if you now say that it was actually
Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah. No,
it wasn't.
Jenna Malone.
But her name is Erin Mackey, and she did really well. She was on Broadway for a few things, so she did really well, and I think she continues to do really well. But you're exactly right. Similar age when they were shooting, and obviously they would then split screen.
Yeah, stitch two shots together.
Exactly. So if you watch the film and you're looking out for it, you will notice that there's always like a door frame or something in the middle just to like hide that stitch together.
Yeah.
Love that. So cool.
A technique that they do all the time now.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah, it was quite seamlessly done.
Well, it's all shot on film, so yeah.
And then for the dialogue, so they recorded Lindsay delivering Annie or Hallie, and then she had an earpiece.
Oh, right.
So that she would always be in the right rhythm. So that the back and forth made sense, rather than it being with another actor.
That's really cool because especially the scene when it's both of them, Annie and Hallie, and they're trying to fool the parents so that they have to keep them together. The rhythm of that whole scene, that back and forth between Lindsay Lohan and Lindsay Lohan, was so good. So that would make sense that it was her in her own ear.
Yeah, but she's like jumping back and forth between accents.
Yeah,
Well,
like-
if she's not, but like if she
No, but
was,
she was though.
like, yeah.
Like, but intentionally, but like that's a lot to comprehend.
Yeah.
And be like, wait, now, yeah.
And so when would they do that? Would they do that at the start of the day? Be like, okay, let's find the rhythm of the scene now, because you're kind of locked into it then.
That is very true. I don't know whether
God.
they decide. I don't know. It'd be speculation. I have no idea.
She's got great chemistry with every actress, but she's got the best chemistry
With
herself. But a lot of actors do that for their self-tapes. They don't get other... You must notice that. Yeah, I think this is how my friends... Yeah, I have friends who will do it. If they're taping for an American character, they'll do the other character in an English accent, but themselves, and record it into their microphone. If they're recording for an English character, they'll do the other one. They do they're making the Parent Trap in their bedroom.
They're making it in their bedroom, but you know what? I very rarely does it work.
No, yeah.
So the fact that she's doing this at the age 11, she's got all the pressure of being on that big set with all these amazing actors, and she's got an earpiece. Like, she's not even
in front of, like, talking to someone.
It is crazy.
Yeah, she's amazing.
I just want to see what her next project was, because I feel like Lindsay Lohan did Parent Trap, and then all of a sudden she was a teenager.
Yeah, that's what I think. Yeah.
Okay, she did. No.
What?
You're joking.
Hang on. She did Parent Trap in 1998, and then Freaky Friday was 4 years later.
What?
5 years later.
She is like a teenager in that. She's younger than, like,
yeah, that's true.
You know, Confessions and Mean Girls.
Yeah.
But she doesn't look 4 years older than this. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I got that right, Anna. 1998, 2003, that's 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Damn.
Unless Parent Trap took a while to edit. I'm guessing this is like release dates. Maybe Parent Trap took a while to like get it all together.
So she shot it in 96,
maybe
97.
there was like a few extra years there.
Yeah, they were trimming
Trimming the fat.
Or sticking it together.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Sticking it together.
Wow.
Yeah, mad.
Yeah.
Well, I just thought, speaking of ages, Meredith Blake.
By the time this episode comes out, I'm going to be older than Meredith Blake.
And what are you saying about that then? Do you think she's older?
No, when I was younger and she was like,
I
she's
see.
26, I was like, wow, she's grown up. And now I'm like, she's 26?
Yeah.
How am I older than Meredith Blake already? I mean, she doesn't look it.
No, she does. I thought, when I watched it this time, I was like, wait, so I'm older than Meredith Blake? I'm like, she looks like so much more grown up than me. But I don't know if that's just because I don't wear amazing clothes and she just like looks absolutely fabulous.
How old do you think she was when shooting this? Because even
28? 30?
Okay.
Yeah. 29.
She was 26. No, she wasn't. I didn't look. I think, maybe it is just because she's so well put together.
Yeah.
That I think of me at 26 and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
it's a shame.
I know. She just looks absolutely like spectacular. I feel like whenever I've watched Love Island, sorry to take this over to Love Island, but like the people on there who I know are like my age, but probably younger,
yeah.
They just look
like grown-ups.
Like how I imagine grown-up to be in their 20s. And then I look at myself and I'm like, wait, what am I? Because I'm definitely not a teenager, but I don't think I look old. It's just like a different...
Yeah, exactly. It's not even saying like they look old. Like they don't look old in the way that we use that word. Like it's just, I don't know. It's just like a put-togetherness that I'm just like, when does that come in my life? When am I going to be put together
I feel like
that?
I'm just going to jump to old.
I'm in the future and honestly that happens.
Yeah. I feel like the more that we just like sit at home, make fires and like have a glass of wine by the TV, I feel like we're just like timing ourselves out of this part of womanhood.
Yes.
It's fine.
It's fine.
I'm up for that.
Damn, Meredith Blake.
Yeah.
Well, I wondered what you thought of Meredith Blake's character and the evil stepmother trope, which hilariously, obviously now I am a stepmother. And when
You are.
I am. What'd she say? That's so cute. You're going to adopt her.
I thought that was so good.
So good.
Yeah.
Well, what do you Is there anything about the relationships in this film now that like feel a little bit different rewatching it as an older person?
Yeah, I did. As much as I'm still like on Hallie and Annie's side, and because Meredith Blake is so awful in this film, I was also like, I now could look at it in the way where I was like, oh, that's actually really shit for this couple though, that they've got this young girl daughter who's like not going to stop until they break up. So yeah, I saw it from that perspective like a tiny bit, but they just make Meredith so bad that you can't really go too far that way.
No, exactly. I would have loved if when me and Warren were getting together, if Lods had like played loads of pranks on me. I actually would have loved it, but she just sent me cute Instagram messages and it was lovely. So that's a shame.
Oh, divine.
Yeah, I feel like in another version of this film, like Meredith would be a little bit more palatable, but like it's nice that it's just all from the girl's perspective, you know, but yeah, she's just a bit of a nightmare, really. Yeah. Looks fit, though.
Looks absolutely fat.
So fair.
Yeah.
Well, there was an extended ending of The Parent Trap.
Ooh.
Nothing too saucy, juicy, but what do you think happens afterwards?
I don't want to know because I feel like it's probably a train wreck, like not good, because is that a sustainable relationship? I think that the mum, what's the mum's character name?
Ooh. Liz?
Oh yeah, Elizabeth, Lizzie. I feel like Lizzie, the mum, was right the whole time when she's been like, we can't let ourselves fall in love because it's just not going to work out. We live in a separate continents. So as much as when it finishes as it does in this version, and it's like, this will be an everlasting love, I'm like, just don't think about what's going to happen next because it's not going to end well. She's right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think maybe it just goes to shit.
Yeah. It's like, I feel like it's a fictional story, and I feel like
we don't need to know.
Yeah. If the alternate ending is not that it ends in disrepair, then I don't think it's like accurate. But this movie is like, so it's such a like projection of like a fairy tale that maybe you see them and I don't know, they're like, yeah.
Well, it's not, it doesn't like give an answer in any way, but it's them saying, so where are we going to live? London, California? And they're like, no, London, California. And that's it.
Oh, God.
Okay.
So, yeah, I mean, it's the beginning of that.
Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah, that's kind of heartbreaking. I'm just going to delete the knowledge of that.
They just deleted it.
I just think so horrendous that they brought these two girls up and didn't tell them that they had sisters.
Well, the trauma of it all.
Yeah, I mean, like, did you watch that documentary, Three Identical Strangers?
Yeah.
Well, it's a bit like that.
It is.
Also, but like rogue of the mum to send her daughter from London to wherever it was in America for a summer camp was so random. Do you want this to happen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So funny.
Very random. But I am obsessed with the mum character.
Me too.
Yeah.
Who would you wanted to have lived with?
I'm sorry, but like the fashion show is just, it's so funny.
The hat. With the veil.
I remember thinking that was so cool when I was younger.
I know, like the peak of fashion, I was like, I'm going to be a bride like that. And I've watched it now, I was just like, oh my God, it's horrendous. It's horrendous.
So all those dresses were Vera Wang dresses.
Sorry, Vera Wang.
Not the hat veil.
Not the hat. Yeah, God, who styled that?
That was and also the scene where Lizzie is like freaking out because she's gonna go see this guy that she like fancied so much and had two babies with years and years ago, and she just like is like smoking and she's like got the rollers in her head. She's like, Martin, what am I gonna wear? I just thought that whole scene, like that whole sequence was just like perfect. I was like, yeah, I feel you.
Yeah. This was quite an outlier in that kind of movie, Disney-esque mother depiction.
Yeah.
That she gets deliberately drunk and that she smokes ciggies.
Yeah.
And we don't normally see that from other characters around this time.
Yeah, I love it. She's like such a role model. She's an icon.
Yeah, it was cool. Especially because, throughout she's like she's also really well put together. And then to see her like let loose a little bit, falling apart. Or like see her like have these anxieties, I was like, yeah, that's so true.
Yeah,
that would be terrifying.
Love it.
That was good.
So, do you have any standout moments? Any faves?
Yes, I love it when they pierce her ear. My sister used to always pierce her ears and her friends' ears, and I just know that she did that from like watching this movie.
Yeah.
I don't know if they did it exactly the same, but they definitely did the ice. But yeah, like the apple and like things like that. I just like, I don't know. It's such a rebellious thing to do when you're a kid.
Yeah.
It's such a summer camp thing. I love them in the camp, like in the summer camp, like so much.
Yeah.
I love all the rest of it too, but I did realize on rewatching it this time that is the best part for me.
Yeah, definitely.
Even though everything else is like brilliant.
Yeah.
I just like, even when they're fencing each other and they take their things off for the first time, it's like, yeah, it's so exciting.
Yeah.
I think the pacing of this film is so satisfying, though.
Mm-hmm.
Every chapter is really, really interesting, but the way that they introduce the characters in the first part is just brilliant.
Yeah, I forgot that she rocks up in a limo. Like, it's so brilliant.
The handshake.
I know, the handshake is so good. I've always wanted to have a cool handshake.
Yeah.
I've tried to come up with handshakes with friends of mine in the past. I've only got one that it's ever stuck with, but it came from this movie. Having a secret handshake is so cool.
It's so
cool. And teaching each other, like, so you walk into the house and this is where we always eat there for dinner. Yeah, oh my, because it's just like, of course, that's what you'd have to do if you're going to pull off this heist.
Yeah,
It's so good.
There's not a loophole left unthreaded.
Yeah, they're clever girls.
They are.
Yeah. I just couldn't get over on this watching actually, like how minted both of the families are.
Yeah.
Like their houses are so bougie, and I feel like when I was younger, I was just like, oh, so nice, and now I'm like, oh my god.
Now we know how much things cost.
Yeah.
They're opulent.
Yeah, it could have been a very different film if it was like get to London and it's like grim. Yeah.
Maybe we should make like a 2024 version of this where we actually deep dive into the trauma, the childhood trauma that this creates, and you know, socioeconomic backgrounds and how that can.
Right, the three identical strangers of it all.
Version of this.
Yeah, the version where they realise what their parents have done are just so horrified and they never go back to either of them, and they just like stick together and they think our parents have destroyed our lives. We'll never
speak to them.
Never speak to either of them ever again.
That does sound like a good film.
Yeah.
Okay, we should write that after.
So Nancy Meyers, the director, she was writing and directing a film for Netflix, but it fell through, which is a shame.
Oh, big shame.
She's writing at the moment, I saw on IMDb, she's writing a raw comedy, which is a romantic comedy centred on an American girl who was engaged to a prince.
Oh, that sounds like the Prince and Me.
Love that film.
Yeah, I love that film.
I'm going to rewatch that soon.
Yeah, we could do it
we
on this
should.
next series. Right. Love that movie. I love that.
Have you seen it?
Come back next series for The Prince and Me.
Good. That sounds great.
Lindsay Lohan is obviously back on our screens, which we're very happy about.
Oh, yeah.
She's in a film called Irish Wish, which is on Netflix. Have you seen it?
Doesn't it have no Irish people in it?
Well, this is what I saw a lot of people tweet saying it doesn't. But then I went on the IMDb and it does have a British casting director. She actually cast Boiling Point, the film.
Oh, right.
So I would think that she would cast Irish people at least somewhere in the film.
I've heard good things about this. Someone actually recommended that we talk about it on here. So all for the next season. Ooh.
Yeah. Any guesses on the budget?
Well, I would have said like, I don't know, around the 40, like 50 mark. But now you're saying that it was like first time filmmaker and they like redid the casting process. Like it wasn't like Lindsay Lohan was a big star and it was, you know what I mean? So now I'm thinking that it would have been a lot less. What did we just do, Jennifer's Body? I mean, and that was obviously 10 years later still. And that was like 16. I don't know, yeah, like 16, 19.
Okay.
I feel like it must be more. If they were shooting for like 6 months, they're employing people for 6 months.
You're right.
Although we're like at what rate, I don't know, because like you say.
Because this is the 90s.
I'm going to try higher. I'm going to go for 40.
Okay.
I think it's even more, I don't know.
Hard to know.
50.
Okay. 15.
Oh my God.
I know.
That's very low for that much
So low.
time. Wow.
And
Lilo.
it took 92 million.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, excellent.
It made her a star.
And that's before even like DVD.
Yeah, exactly.
Or video. Oh, it was more like VHS, wasn't it?
Is this a Disney film? I should probably know.
I think Disney. I think it was.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah, I saw
I remember
it.
it come on, yeah.
Yeah, I think it is.
Well, when this opened in the box office, and this just goes to show like the competition and what cinema used to be, this came third on opening weekend to Rush Hour. Did you see Rush Hour?
Never.
No. That was splashy at the time, and Mask of Zorro.
Which I have seen. No way. Okay, that's mad.
Yeah.
Although I did like that film.
God. Lots of competition back in the day.
Yeah.
So, Letterboxd. Okay. Bear with, because this is a long one. Okay. Lucy gave it 4.5 stars. Here we go. These asshole parents really snapped and...
I love the attitude in the voice.
These asshole parents really snapped and looked right at their newborn babies and said, okay, that's it. You take a twin, I'll take a twin. We'll never speak again. Our daughters will just have to live without their twin sister and one of their parents who shall not even known to be in their existence. Lucy, don't understand that sentence. Yeah. It's a very rational plan and not evil in the slightest. The double Lindsay Lohans probably had the fattest therapy bills because of them.
So true.
True.
That's hilarious.
That's so good.
It's true. Yeah, we just glaze over the ethical nightmare. like
so beautiful.
Yeah, let's get them, and I'll go back to England, and you can go. Yeah.
Abby gave it 5 stars and said, my dad literally had the biggest smile on his face throughout the entire thing. And then afterwards, I asked him if he liked it, and he said no. What kind of fragile masculinity is that?
Not for me.
Not for me. Hated it.
That's so funny.
4.5 stars from Emma, who said, R.I.P. to Lindsay Lohan's dead British twin. Your legacy continues on to this day. Amen.
Oh, people
So
brilliant.
good.
I love
Was
you
there a
all.
lot on there? It's quite an old movie.
Yeah, there was. Yeah.
That's great.
All glowing.
Yeah.
Really.
God, it's such a good film. I love it even more now.
Yeah.
I love it
I
even
do.
more now, hearing all of that about
Yeah.
the inception of this film.
Yeah, there's some things, some of the films that we watch that we like revisit that have been rewatchable ones that we've always watched since we were younger. You rewatch them and it kind of like tarnishes them a bit. But for this one, it's just like really like it's just made me think like, oh God, no, I just absolutely love it.
Yeah, it's like, it's even better. Like, I've just got more, like, had more joy watching it. It's so good. She's really talented. And I love that she did The Holiday. What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Incredible.
I thought you were talking about Lindsay Lohan then.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Another classic.
Such classics. Well, any final thoughts on The Parent Trap?
I feel like this is going to have to... I haven't rewatched this since I was really, really young. But there's other ones that I rewatch quite regularly, and it's just boosted right back up to that for me. This is going to be like a Sunday afternoon when I'm feeling sick or like can't get sleep, whatever. Such a good film. Yeah. And yeah, as I said, love it even more having heard more about the inception of it. They're just not making movies like this anymore. Yeah. So good.
So good. I genuinely just want to that that looks at this with a different view now. I think that's so funny.
Get right,
yes.
Yeah. It's like really gritty and like raw.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe it could be like different stages of the twins' life. So like now in the lens of like this fairy tale, and then when they're teenagers and they're rebellious and what they start to think about it, and then when they're older and how it affects their relationships.
Yeah,
Chaptered.
exactly.
Wow. God.
Done.
Look at you go.
I didn't even plan that. I just
There's no notes
came
on
right out
this.
my head.
There we go. Okay, we'll do that then.
Oh, yeah, I love that.
Cool.
And because it's the last episode of the series, any final thoughts on this series or anything that you really enjoyed?
It has been so much fun, this series. I've had the best time. And thank you for all of the picks that people have brought up for us. It's been brilliant. And all of the engagement, everyone who's been writing in, getting in touch, like so grateful. And I'm devastated that it's coming to an end. We will be back. We're going to be around all summer, actually. We're going to be doing events in person. So, yeah, keep an eye.
Yeah.
But, yeah, how are you feeling? Any final thoughts on the series?
Yeah, I just feel like we've had some absolute bangers. The audience picks, I reckon they should go back and have a listen. Because we speak so well.
We really do the films
quite
justice.
excellent. Yeah. No, it's been good.
It's been great.
Have you had a favourite episode?
I really love speaking about May, December because there's so much juice there from the real story.
Eternal Sunshine, of course. Great
That
chat.
was really great chat.
Another audience pick.
It's got to be Twilight.
Oh, Twilight.
Absolutely.
Yeah, take it back. It was just so much fun. Like, I haven't laughed that much in like. It's always fun when we get to
Yeah.
But yeah, we will still be around, so keep in touch with us. Yeah, on socials and whatnot.
So you can follow us on social media. We are on TikTok and we're on Instagram at Frank Film Club. That's where you'll most likely catch up on where we're going to be over the summer. And you can email us on filmclub@rap.world.
This is the final episode of this series, but we have so many episodes for you to go back and watch. So make sure you click over to another series and listen to some of those, and we'll be back before you know it.
Yeah. And let us know your recommendations of films for the next season.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Goodbye.
Ta-ra.
This podcast was presented by Wrapped.
God. God, but hold it firmly, knowing he is faithful and fulfill his promises. The Lord's Prayer found in Matthew 6, 9:13 and Luke 11, 2-4. Father in heaven, hallowed be your name. Your kingdom come, your will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us today our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we also have forgiven our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from the evil one. In Jesus Christ's name, amen.
Love wins. I love you, Buttercup. Maisie Williams. And I will always love you, Buttercup. Maisie Williams, you my everything.
Going to heaven. I'm looking forward to it with great anticipation because of what Jesus did on that cross. I know I'm going to heaven. I'm looking forward to it with great anticipation because of what Jesus did on that cross. He died for us, but he was raised by God. I've found during the latter years of my life, when I've had sicknesses and been in the hospital and so forth, there's a peace that just resides there and stays there that I cannot explain.
We all die. I'm not going to escape it. I don't want to escape it. I want to go. The vast majority of my life has already been lived. My record has already been made. I don't have very much longer. I know that.
Some of my closest friends and relatives, and especially my wife, are already in heaven. And because of the hope we have in Jesus, we can all be in heaven someday forever.
A radical change must take place before you can get into heaven, before you can be accepted by God. You say, well, what do I have to do? You must repent of sin. You repent and you believe. Believe in Christ and you receive in your heart and say, Lord Jesus, come in, and he'll come in. You don't have long. You'll be in eternity, and the decision you make tonight may decide where you'll be.
And anybody can believe. A blind man can believe. A deaf man can believe. An old person can believe. A young person can believe. And that word believe means commit. I commit my life totally to him.
Hi, I'm Maisie Williams, and I'm so excited to share that I am now a WWF Global Ambassador. Our love of nature unites us. Like me, I'm sure every one of you has been inspired, absorbed, and amazed by the natural world. We've watched it grow, we've witnessed its amazing power to regenerate, we've marveled at its ability to thrive in almost every place on Earth. But nature is also so much more. It's our life support system, our home. We need it now more than ever before, but it needs our help. That's why I want us to come together to call for the restoration of our planet. So join me. Join the fight for our world.
Why should people care about the Amazon?
Why should people care that we have functioning ecosystems? I would just tell them to cover their mouth and nose for a few minutes and then see how quickly they care about air. We get our produce and meat and food from a grocery store where it's been brought to us. We don't have to go out into nature. We have this huge problem where humans are more concerned with technology and whether or not we're living in a simulation. They're forgetting the basic facts of how this game works. And when you're in the Amazon, you can see those basic facts, the gears of the game really clearly. And each large tree in the Amazon is actually producing water, is pumping water up out of the ground into the air every single day. And so that's why we need to protect this forest. It goes down to the fact that we've lost about 17 to 20% of the Amazon rainforest to date, and people warn that if we keep losing that much of the Amazon, we could break that moisture cycle to the point where the Amazon cannot replenish itself. And then you're going to see this rapid drying effect where the Amazon is going to change from a rainforest to something else. And then global weather patterns are going to change. Rain patterns are going to change. It's going to throw off farming in all different areas. What that becomes is political instability, inability of people to know what's going to happen next. Again, we depended on the regularity of the seasons of rains to come for our crops. If all of this gets thrown off, it massively affects industry. And there's a beautiful Carl Sagan quote that says that if you can't breathe the air and drink the water, then nothing else you're interested in is going to happen.
Why should people care about the Amazon?
Why should people care that we have functioning
So do everything you can. Share this film, support Indigenous-led vision, and speak up for the Amazon. Change starts with connection, and tonight, you being here is the start of that. Thank you all so much for being here, and together, we can all be guardians.
friend. One my heart and soul confided in. The one I felt the safest with. The one who knew just what to say to make me laugh again and let the light back in. I miss my friend. I miss my friend. I miss my friend. I miss my friend. I miss you, Margaret Constant Williams. And I cry every day, just the whole.
When I began preaching many years ago, it was not with any thoughts that I'd be preaching to large audiences.
Come to the cross. His gospel is for everyone.
God has done this.
Christ is alive. In modern America today, there is a vacuum of the soul.
Our country's in great need of a spiritual awakening.
Come to the cross in repentance.
Well, there have been times I've wept as I've gone from city to city, and
Fortune. It's the leap of faith. It's the band of hope. Till we find our place on the path of winding, yeah.
Guardiões são protetores. Somos verdadeiros protetores de água, floresta, animais.
Isso nos transforma no maior ambiental do Brasil.
Parar isso aí eu vou passar fome.
É um fluxo financeiro que ele está altamente interligado nos mercados internacionais.
Protegemos a floresta o mundo há milhares de anos. Vocês nunca tiveram direito a caçar e a pescar.
Pelo menos 600 de nós já foram assassinados desde 2014.
O coração chora.
qualquer coisa, pistoleiro, qualquer ou madeireira, me matam.
Corrupção onde não existe. Onde não existe no mundo.
Destruir a Amazônia é a gente destruir a nós mesmos.
Morre se preciso for por esse pedaço de floresta que existe.
Ele marcou a peça pro mundo. Somos guardiões.
Essa luta ela é minha, essa luta é sua, essa luta é nossa.
This show is important to understand what we know as Miss Dior today. My name is Maisie Williams, and I play Catherine Dior, the muse and little sister of Christian Dior, known today for inspiring Miss Dior perfume. But what many people don't know is that Catherine was also a war hero and a concentration camp survivor. I came to this show being a huge fan of Dior as a fashion house. They had a lot to tell me about Catherine and Dior's family. It is such an incredible story. She joined the French Resistance and severs almost every part of herself in order for others to live. After the war, she has to repair pieces of herself. She wanted to create something beautiful out of the despair. Catherine really represented a lot of compassion and care and love to Christian.
I made something.
Perfume. She helped him create this empire through some of the most painful moments in history.
My inspiration.
Her story is not necessarily one of beauty, but one of resilience and survival.
I am honored to meet you, Miss Dior.
To find the human, relatable story was very important and a huge justice to these people. We get to highlight that in this show.
Imagine an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform.
What I love about Letterboxd is that, like, you really get to see the audience's reaction, and it's like not, like, I don't know, skewed in any way by the critics, which is kind of fun.
Yeah.
My name is Maisie Williams.
My name is Hannah Marie Williams.
We're not related. We're both part of a wonderful podcast called Frank Film Club,
where we watch films, break them down, talk about the filmmaking process, talk about the themes and what we thought about the films. And every episode now we do letterbox reviews in there because it's so funny.
Mm-hmm. 2001: A Space Odyssey. We watched this on the podcast and it was a real surprise to me. I'm not really a fan of the 3-hour slow burn movies, but this one is so visually interesting. I think it was also like brand new at the time, using effects and things that, like, you know, now Christopher Nolan's even using. I love this movie called Raw by Julia Ducournau.
Before we started Film Club, Maisie told me to watch Raw, and it was a real insight into Maisie's taste, which I now love.
I just love it. I don't know, I'm like on board with that. I'm gonna have to say Her. I love the soulful sci-fi sort of genre. And fourth, I'll say The Matrix. Just classic. Yeah, classic. Also, my iPhone
looks like The Matrix.
I'm sorry, the movie's following me.
Parent Trap is probably the film that I've rewatched the most, although I probably haven't watched it for like 10 years, you know?
It's still like in the heart.
It's still in the heart, and just figuring out that that was actually one person when I was younger was just truly mind-blowing. Truly movie magic. My second choice would be The Wrestler, Darren Aronofsky.
Mm-hmm.
I work in casting and very interested in very unexpected casting, and that is definitely it for me.
Mm-hmm.
Third is Tyrannosaur, very, very dark, Olivia Colman, I feel like it was the first thing I saw her do some like very raw drama. Fourth choice would be, it's got to be something with Joaquin Phoenix as well. I think it's probably Walk the Line.
Oh, beautiful movie.
Beautiful. I've just always loved Joaquin Phoenix, and yeah, he's so great in that film.
Wow, a really solid top 4.
Yeah?
Yeah, I need to watch 2 of them, so.
Please Forgive Me by Bryan Adams. Dedicated to my wife, Maisie Williams, highest star from Game of Thrones. It's your man, Josh. And I'm going to be singing it. And we're going to be using it's Bryan Adams' channel, actually. The singer of it, the original song. It's a song I dedicated to a long time ago. Here you go, baby girl. Still feels like our first night together. Feels like the first kiss. And it's getting better, baby. No one can better this. I'm still holding on. You're still the one. The first time our eyes met, it's the same feeling I get, only feels much stronger. I wanna love you longer. You still turn the fire on. So if you're feeling lonely, don't. You're the only one I ever want. I only wanna make it good. So if I love you a little more than I should, please forgive me. I know not what I do. Please forgive me. I can't stop loving you. Don't deny me this pain I'm going through. Please forgive me if I need you like I do. Please believe me, every word I say is true. Please forgive me, I can't stop loving you. That's right, baby. Never want to. Still feels like our best times are together. Feels like the first touch. We're still getting closer, baby. Can't get close enough. You still holding on, you're still number one. I remember the smell of your skin. I remember everything. I remember all your moves. I remember you, yeah. I remember the nights, you know I still do. So if you're feeling lonely, don't. You're the only one I'd ever want. Only wanna make it good. So if I love you a little more than I should, please forgive me. I know not what I do. Please forgive me. I can't stop loving you. Don't deny me this pain I'm going through. Please forgive me if I need you like I do. Oh, believe me, every word I say is true. Please forgive me, I can't stop loving you. The one thing I'm sure of is the way we make love. The one thing I depend on is for us to stay strong. With every word and every breath I'm praying. That's why I'm saying, please forgive me. I can't stop loving you. I can't stop loving you. And I was talking about the cyberbullies on my stuff, not my sweet wife. Whoever's on my TikTok, not allowing me, banning my broadcast was rapping and not allowing me to peel stuff. And also on my big old live stealing beans from me. The person is playing God in my life. The person's on my TikTok now, not allowing me to heart me to this person. My friend I already followed, but I can heart me a bunch of Fortnite playing people on TikTok while I'm banned. But all of a sudden my gift is suspended. My gifting is suspended for no reason. TikTok, I'm going to hold you personally, legally responsible if you do not fix my account right away. And I'm getting ready to contact the CEO of TikTok, which I got his personal email address and everything. So just let you know that. I'm going to contact him one time.